That's the wrong scene. Every time. I always cut to the wrong scene. It's a rule. I have to. Oh, ow. I have no idea what you mean, Peggy, but hey, welcome. So I managed to, like, 3 hours ago, almost, slam my stupid funny bone into a wall, and it still hurts. So this is being fun. Oh, goodness. Okay, close all these. I can't hear anything because I don't have the headphones on, but that's not actually, like, a pressing issue. Just make sure I have all the programs that are supposed to be here and running. Oh, yeah, that's... No. Okay, to be clear, Peggy, Munchies has a very different connotation. Namely to, weed. This was more of just, like, I didn't eat last night, and I woke up at way too early. Okay. I think everything is mostly set up properly.
Cal, stop doing that!
He's decided that the way that I set up the curtains to prevent light from hitting my screens is wrong! And he just has to fix it. Constantly. All the goddamn time. Ugh. And I'm being stabbed by keys. So, sorry I'm late today. Because I had to go do a thing that was basically like half an hour away, which meant that I have to go there, do the thing, and then take half an hour back. And unfortunately, the timing was not something I could directly control. So, unfortunately, it just kind of happened to be when it was. Which means I also need to quickly try and finish all of our go live stuff, because I don't have bots that do the go live stuff, because I don't like my inability to control what they say, so I have to go do all of it manually, because I'm a smarticle like that. And I've got one more to post. There we go. Also, just like, ow! I don't know how the fuck I hurt myself this badly on a fucking wall in such a way that there isn't even a bruise. It's just... Also, this is my first coffee of the day because it's been a long day. Oh, that's awesome, Peggy. Meanwhile... So, there will be a stream tomorrow and Saturday, but not on Sunday. Because we leave at o'clock in the morning on Sunday for our vacation to see Haley's family. And then I think we get back sometime on Saturday. Oh, no. The plane is supposed to leave well before 6 a.m. So we're leaving the house way before then, because Haley's family lives in the middle of nowhere. So to get there, we have to take a plane to the middle of also nowhere, Texas, but at least it's slightly more central nowhere. And then a second plane to an entirely different, much farther flung part of nowhere, Texas. For reference, remember that Texas is like the size of a non-zero amount of Europe, and that most of it's a fucking awful desert that humans don't want to live in, so they don't! And her family lives in the part that the military took over, because even the crazy people who want to live in Texas don't want to live there. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. It actually won't be all that bad, but it will be, for me, probably a very stressful week. Okay, I think we have everything actually set up. Where did I put? There's the bot. Okay. So, last time, we made it to... Why does this keep changing? I don't know why this keeps changing. It seems like they've said a whole bunch of things on this version of Streamlabs OBS to just keep defaulting back to settings that I don't want it to default back to. And I can't tell you why, or make them stop. So last time we made it to Icarus City, which I think might not actually be the name, but it's close enough to the name. Okay. What were we trying to do? So Luna needs to get, like, one more level, I think, to evolve? Maybe? The numbers are screwy in my head. We took out the gym leader. What does that leave us to actually do here? So, like, there's Dragonspiral Tower. There's this whole area around the town to explore. I need to sneeze and die. Excuse me, sorry. That reminds me, though, I think, thank you, Peggy, that tomorrow I want to play Hollow Knight. I thought about doing it today, and ended up deciding against it. But I think tomorrow I want to do some Hollow Knight on stream. Because I've been enjoying Hollow Knight way too much. And I figure it might as well be time to play it on stream, since I promised Luna that while he's out of town, I won't play any more Dark Souls. No, Peggy, there are 2 bosses left. The problem is that one of them is the actual final boss, and because we're doing all the DLC before we fight them, they're probably going to be a little bit of a pushover. That's not to say they'll be easy, but they won't be as hard as they were before all the DLC came out. And we have Midir, who is a fucking shit show. Because he's a dragon, and they basically went, hey, so you remember Calamite from DS1? And how he was, like, the de facto endgame boss because he was evil and kind of difficult? So how about instead, we just make it that, but more? I mean, he doesn't have, like, the weird psychic powers and shit that Calamite had Palatoad. I don't think we have anyone who's particularly good again. Oh, wait, yeah, no, we've got Stripper. But yeah, we dropped it down from 6 bosses down to 2. And one of them, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think either one has even, like, an area dedicated to them, because we have the bonfire to walk right up to Soul of Cinder. And I'm pretty sure we can walk right up to Calamite as well, because he, I think, I might be wrong in this, but I'm pretty sure just the hole in that church just before the Half-Light fight drops down to Calamite. Yeah, so the reason why he looks like that is because he's actually, like, covered in obsidian. Maracatus? I have no memory of what this Pokemon is. Let's go safe and send out Pumbustion? I have literally no idea what Pokemon this is. Curse my shit memory of Gen 5. Oh, it's the cactus thing. This thing's adorable, but it's just not great. Sorry, I'm gonna feel bad about setting you on fire. Not really. Come here, coffee. Yeah, I don't know where we can get that. It might not be in this version. I admit that I don't remember what the version exclusives between Black and White are. I know it doesn't evolve. It's like a single form Pokemon, which means it's usually not going to be that... Ooh. It's not going to be that great. Fuck Flame Charge. Take Flamethrower. I can't remember how bad his special attack is. I know he's supposed to be a physical attacker, but I don't think his special attack is terrible. And Flamethrower is just a fucking great move. See, I like Cacturne. What's its evolved form? Its evolved form is the one that I'm, like, less sold on. I like them conceptually, it's just eh. I'm just more confused. What? Why in the middle of a swamp? Like, this is a frozen swamp. Why are you using that thing in the middle of a frozen swamp? That feels like an important nuance that I'm missing here somehow. God damn it. Okay, so we go this way. I was honestly expecting to fight her. Is Cacturn the evolved form? I thought oh, yeah, because it's Cacnea. Weird, I thought the Cacturn was the first form. Am I dumb? I might be dumb. Ow! I just, like, rested it and it hurt. Thanks. Thanks, me. Shh, it's easier if I just say dumb. I'm actually looking it up now, because I'm amazed that I'm that silly. I mean, then again, this is also where I learned... Yep, you're totally right. This is also the stream where I learned that apparently Lieutenant Surge is called Major Bob in Germany, because that was hilarious. Oh, yeah, we should switch. You're such a bizarre typing. We don't have anyone dark, so I guess we'll send out Stripper. Frillish is such a bizarre Pokemon to me, because it's a water ghost type. And I think it and its evolved form are the only Pokemon that have that typing. Yeah, that... I don't know why, just Major Bob seemed really funny to me, and I don't know why. I even going back through as I'm trying to get caught up on VODs, I got to that one and was just like, alright, that was... Get the fuck out of there! Sorry, Cat. He's been particularly insane and kind of obsessive today, so I've been running around doing a lot of silly things. Namely, chasing him around with a Nerf gun because he keeps trying to get into the closet again. Bring it, Ducklet. Bring it! Bring it! Kill it with a rock slide. I was almost even later today because I looked at Pokemon Go and went like, oh, there's a raid right nearby me. I can walk like 5 minutes and go try and catch a Sphinx. Shinx? Sorry, their name is ever so slightly janky because I want to call it a Sphinx, but it's not. Which is the electric physical attacking cat type that they added in the 4th gen that I love. But I was just like, do I need to do that? Probably not. As much as I want to. Are you not? Oh, do I have to like slide directly into you to challenge you? Oh, or to just get a facade. It was like, I stared at it for a good few minutes going like, I could just go. I could just go. And ended up deciding like, no, I'll do it later. Well, not later, because it has a limited amount of time, but there's only like a couple of Pokemon that spawn as raid bosses at any given time. So it's just like, yeah, I'll come back for it eventually. I mean, I'd like to get more, because if you haven't played Pokemon Go, there's the aggravating way to evolve Pokemon that is catch fuck tons of them. Also, I hate all of you people and you're having water-type Pokemon. It's quite aggravating. You have the German version of Pokemon Blue, so you're going to see if you can check if it's actually Major Bob. I mean, I tend to believe it, but I'm just surprised that I never thought about it. Like, I can sort of get why Lieutenant Surge, maybe not the most okay name. Also, given that Bob, even for me, is one of those, like, yeah, that's just a fine, weird, fake, American name. It's like Steve. It just works as a fake, bad American name. You've been trying to evolve your Alakazam for like 25 years. I'm doing the same thing with a fucking Grottle right now. I don't want to, but I should also probably be doing it with an Alakazam, because then I can send it to Let's Go, and it might be the one game that I ever actually get the full collection, and I kind of want to do that, because I'm neurotic as fuck. But mostly I fucking love Torterra. It's adorable. Well, it's not adorable. It's fucking badass, and I love it. It's so good. Also, because I have a stupid research quest from, I think it's the Celebi research, that wants me to evolve an already evolved grass Pokemon, and it's my closest. Because I think I've got like 80-something candies and you need 100, so I've just been slowly walking with it forever. Like, every time that I get a little bit closer, like, yay, yay, I can catch more Grottles, they're like, too bad, there's an event going right now, so you can catch a bunch of Pokemon. That aren't Turtwigs, that have the same candy. It's a stupid thing to complain about, but I'm going to for this half second. I think Squirtle and Charizard I still haven't evolved. Yeah, Peggy, I'm just wondering if it's, like, if it's specific for, like, the German language version, or if it's specifically the version that was released in Germany, because Germany has very specific, like, very specific different rules about what is okay and not okay in video games. Oh yeah, I mean, Sarah, that's the thing right now. They're running the winter event. So, like, I have caught so many goddamn snow runs. I don't remember how long the event is running for. How do I check news again? News, there we go. It's running from, like... No, there we go, this one. It's running from the 18th until January 2nd. So, like, my favorite part, though, is one of my favorite dumb Pokemon that is never, ever, ever, ever even kind of good is suddenly available in Pokemon Go. I wish I could... Actually, wait, I can pull up a picture here in the game. I'm gonna briefly replace one of them. No, not Luna, because then the fireplace doesn't work. What is it called? Snover? No. Oh, yes, it just doesn't have a... There we go. Look at this thing. It's adorable. Because it's a grass and ice type, which is a terrible combination. Because it's got a whole bunch of weaknesses that all cross over... That, like... So, like, Commitment is really good because his, weaknesses sort of, like, counter each other. What do you mean, look where... The new Pokemon that clearly isn't Rockabilly. So, like, Commitment is water and ground, which means that ground is only... That's not Snivy. That's a Snover. And then when it evolves, it turns into an Abomasnow, which is also hilarious. Because it turns into this. Look at that thing. But the problem is that, like I was saying, Commitment, like, is a ground type, which is weak to grass, and that's pretty much it. And water, which is weak to grass and electric, and that's it. And the ground counters the electric, and the two of them also mesh together to counter a bunch of the... Oh, no, not Rockabilly. What's his name? It's not Dwemel, that's his first one. Crustle. But they end up working together to, like, counter all of their weaknesses. The problem is, ice and grass together means that, yeah, one, he has a 4 times weakness to fire, and none of the things that either of his types are weak against are countered by the other types. So he gets to be weak against, like, I think he's still weak against bug type. He's weak against, like, flying and fighting and fire, and I think even ground and steel. So it just has a whole shitload of weaknesses, even though it looks awesome and I wish it was useful, but it's not. But I'm gonna be happy that I can get him. I mean, it's kind of why he's the only... Oh, a damp rock. It's kind of why he's the only grass-ice type combo in the games. But it is depressing. The hell is a damp rock do? Yeah, to offset the dying really fast, he's 2 very aggressive types and he's got really solid stats, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, no, what is Damp Rock? Extends the duration of Rain Dance. That's not even helpful. Well, yeah, Quagsire has, like, the same benefits as Swampert and Commitment over there, where water ground, which ends up meaning that the only thing it's weak to is water. Or not water, fuck me. Is grass. And yeah, it's a quad weakness to grass, but it resists almost every other type in the game. Okay, let me get the hell out of this madhouse. There's still someone up here I haven't fought, right? Yes, but they're gonna be a pain to reach. How do I reach you? Yeah, the Swampy Boys. At least Swampert looks awesome, even if its middle form looks really, really stupid. Ow. I think that's all we can really do here, because I can't get up there. Huh. Huh. That's really odd that I can't get up there. At least not... I've never been good at the ice puzzles, I admit that right now. I've never been good at them. So it's entirely possible that I could get up there, I just don't know how to brain it. So, let's just say fuck it and go heal. I should take some, like, painkillers or something after this stream. I keep meaning to play through Crystal, because I've got it, I think it's on this 3DS. The problem is we've got 3 fucking 3DSs in the house, and I don't remember which ones are which. And I think this one has Crystal, but I'm not 100% sure. No, I'm not hungover. I slammed my funny bone into a wall this morning while running out the door to go do an errand, and it just keeps getting worse. I don't know how. Legendary Pokemon Zekrom, share wisdom with... Yeah, right. Someone remembers that there's a story that we're supposed to be following. Yeah, pretty much exactly. But yeah, I had... Like, this stream started late because I had to run out the door because... for anyone who doesn't remember... Actually, I think, Sarah, you'd probably be the only person who remembers Steph. She... Not the Steph who, like, joins into streams sometimes. She used to live up here, and, in fact, was my roommate for a while, and ordered a thing, and accidentally had it delivered to the place that we both used to live. Who the hell are you? Hi! This way, please! Exciting, thrilling, zippy, chilly, this is the pep quiz! Oh, fuck. Today's challenger is this person! Oh, fuck. Hiya, welcome! Pep quiz starts now! Answer lots of quizzy questions and watch your brains get brainier. Let's start with a question. As opposed to an answer? A question! Is the Sky Squirrel Pokemon... Wait, what is the Sky Squirrel Pokemon that has huge ears? It's Emolga. Hint, I don't want a hint. It's part flying type. Yes, it's a fucking Sky Squirrel. Of course it is. Oh god, you're gonna make me go through all... Okay, well, here. E. Emolga. Ooh, that is correct! You got it! Yeah, you do! But yeah, I had to, like, duck out really quickly to run to the place where we both used to live and grab the package. And I have to ship it back to her. Which is... would have been worse, because she's currently living in Canada, but thankfully is going to be home for the holidays. It's like, oh, okay, don't have to ship to Canada. Good. The best part was she was, like, I think it was a thing ordered on eBay, and she's just going like, I don't ever remember having ordered anything from eBay while I lived in Colorado, but sure. Sure. Yeah, good hustle. Congratulations. Now this is a prize, an antidote. Wow, really? An antidote. That's... okay. Okay? Don't come in here. Got it. Crazy people. Check. Okay, and we checked out this area. See, this is throwing me off. This is Dragonspiral Tower, but I know that there's grass that's counted as being part of the city where we can catch Pokemon, because we haven't caught one for this area yet. Actually, I think it's supposed to be in here. I think all of this is supposed to be grass. Shit. You thought you'd sent a gift to an old address? Turns out Amazon just ate your $21, but ended up okay. Not delivered to someone else. Yeah, that's okay, I guess? I assume you got a refund, right? Because in my experience, they're pretty good about that. Like, I think the only issue we've had with Amazon has been... Nope, this is still technically Dragonspiral. What the hell? Was returning a refrigerator. Because it was the one that we got that didn't actually fit completely. I guess this is the only way to go. Oh, Capet! You must be Bianca! I'm the other Professor Juniper! Professor Juniper who gave you the Pokedex is my daughter! You have explained this every time we have talked to you. Every time. Hi, nice to meet you, Professor! Thanks to Professor Juniper, I gotta go on a journey and oh my god, That does not sound like a thing that was actually delivered by Amazon then. Was it one of the, like, Amazon resellers? Because that sounds stupidly absurd. I gotta go out on a journey and start figuring out possibilities for my life. I'm very, very grateful to her. You really didn't need that second very, but okay. Is that right? Grand! Actually, we should chat later. Capet, Bianca, here's the situation. Some members of Team Plasma, quite a large group, broke through the tower wall and went inside. Wait, they broke through the tower wall? Bryson, that young man, I believe his name is Charon. Two of them went after Team Plasma, but... Professor, what's Dragonspiral Tower? I guess you would be curious. Well, I'll explain briefly. Dragonspiral Tower stood tall since long before Unova was founded. On the top floor, the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon awaits for a person pursuing ideals to appear. That's what is said. You're going to go after Team Plasma like your friend did. It's admirable of you to join... Admirable? You to join the fight against Team Plasma, but it's risky, too. Oh, nope, shouldn't have scratched my chin. Capet and Charon are, they're both really strong. And they've beaten Team Plasma before. But I'm not all that strong. Actually, I admit... Wait. I'm not all that strong, actually. I admit it, I'm not very strong, so I was thinking... Wait, what? I feel like a bunch of Bianca's dialogue is really backwards. It would be nice if maybe you could stay here and be your bodyguard, after admitting you're not terribly strong. Why, thank you, that makes me feel so much safer. Well, Capet, it's up to you. Climb the tower. That is all I can give you, but I must help you rest. Oh, good, an old ghetto. Prime approved account? See, that's always the thing that I keep running into, though, occasionally, is that there's, like, Prime approved accounts, which are usually, like, authorized resellers that sometimes do some weird shit. But it seems like buying a lot of things on Amazon can occasionally be just a crapshoot whether or not it's going to work properly or not. Earlier, the gym leader went up to the tower. If you're lucky, you might witness a legend. Okay. Wow, they really did just break a hole in the fucking door, or wall. Assholes. As delivered too early? That's a weird issue to have. Okay, we can get a Golett. Because we haven't caught a Pokemon in here yet. Do I have any more Quick Balls? I don't have any more fucking Quick Ball. I should go buy Pokeballs! I don't want to try and hit him because bad things are going to happen, but I should go buy more Pokeballs. 2, 3, stay in the ball, you little fucker. Okay! Oh, just let me crack my everything. Does anyone have any name suggestions for a Golett? Because this is the, like, ground ghost Pokemon. They're golems, basically. The energy that burns inside it enables it to move, but it but no one has yet been able to identify this energy. It's probably ghosts. He does kind of look like the Bob's Big Boy, yeah. Who brought that up recently? Someone brought that up in a stream like 2 or 3 days ago. It was... I want to say it was Bill? Might have been Bill. Okay, well, let's see if we can fit Bob's Big Boy. Let's see here. For anyone outside the States, or even, frankly, I think there are plenty of states where they don't have Bob's Big Boy, it's a decent burger chain. Like, it's a sit-down burger chain. And all of them have this picture of Bob, the characterization of Bob, which is just like a slightly... He looks kind of like Astro Boy if he was, like, an American and holding a burger. I don't know what I was thinking of before I decided Astro Boy, but I still think that, that's a remarkably accurate comparison now that I think about it. Okay, let's go buy some Pokeballs before I forget about that. Yeah, fat and jolly Astro Boy, who's trying to shill you burgers. Which, I feel like Astro Boy has been used as marketing before, but probably just in Japan. Oh, goodness. Why do I hurt so much? Oh, no, I don't want to buy any TMs. Fuck you. I mean, you have good TMs. I just don't want any of them right now. Damn it. I was hoping you would have quick balls. Okay. You are going to give me all of your Ultra Balls. Ah, fuck. Okay. I was about to be afraid that this was going to do the stupid thing where if you buy 10 of something, you get 1 Premier Ball, and it doesn't scale up. And I think it only does that for Pokeballs. But I admit now that I'm being massively spoiled by Pokemon Let's Go, where it's just like, no. Every 10 you buy gives you a Premier Ball no matter what. Like, we'll do the math and give you all the ones you deserve. I'm like, fuck yes. I think they only stopped doing that for Sun and Moon, and I don't understand why they split up the Mart and the Pokemon Center. Because, like, I think Black and White were the first ones to do it. And then Black and White 2 still did it. And after Black and White was X and Y, who definitely also still did it. It was just a thing that for some reason they stopped doing in Sun and Moon, and I don't get it. Yeah, it's totally an X and Y. Because I have been playing back through X and Y. That's not what I wanted to try and go to. I went back and played through some of X and Y because I went like, I remember none of this. And because in theory it's on the list of games to be played through at some point. Something going wild at top of this tower. Turns out I really enjoy playing X and Y. You can walk on the fallen columns too. I'm going after Team Plasma. Walk on them as opposed to walk on what? Also, I will say, this is impressive 3D rendering for an admittedly 2D game with really good sprite work, but, like, look at that as soon as we get out of this fight. That reminds me, did I ever make sure that Luna has the experience share? I bet I didn't, did I? But, like, look at that. That's actually really solid, considering that it's entirely a sprite-based game otherwise. XP share, where the fuck are you? See, I'm afraid that Luna has... the lucky egg? Oh no, it has experience share. Was it? I remember that I had to... for a Christmas, we went out and, like, got you... I want to say it was Alpha Sapphire? But I don't think there was any... I don't think we had to, like, try and make you play X and Y. I know that you were one of the people who's like, the Mega Evolutions sound kind of silly. But that was all I'm super remembering. It might have been Moon. Because, yeah, there were enough things different in Sun and Moon that it does feel like they kind of wanted to try and do something new. That just seems like a dumb thing. Like, the Mart thing always struck me as a weird choice. And it's like, that wasn't even the original way you did it. You went back to the original way you used to do this crap. Because you had a better way. I still think a lot of the Mega Evolutions or whatever, but some of them I still find really cool. Like, as soon as I could figure out how the fuck to do Mega Evolution... So, I'm really enjoying Let's Go. But there are Mega Evolutions, but you can't have Pokemon hold items, so I'm not entirely certain how the fuck you do the Mega Evolutions. So I'm just like, I need to get to the point where I can get the stones, because I've got a Beedrill that I want to use, and I want to see Mega Beedrill, because it's also a shiny Beedrill, and it's gonna look fucking badass. Oh my god, stop fighting me! I mean, I think that's part of why I enjoy Black and White, is that there is the whole thing about, like, no. Until you finish the game, you're just going to be dealing with all of the new Pokemon, because I think that it's more interesting. It gives you a chance to see a lot more of the Pokemon, honestly. Okay, now that we've actually picked up all the... I should just use Repels. I should just use Repels, because I hate these. This is getting silly. Excuse me. Oh! Sorry, I forgot that you're playing... What is it? You're racing through blue? Yeah. Well, because it was on the original Game Boy, before the Game Boy Color, because people forget that there was actually a difference. It was a really minor difference, but there was a difference between the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. Namely that the Game Boy had the like, green and... Or, like, the back screen lighting of the green and black as its only two things. And the Game Boy Color could kind of do colors. I think it had fewer than the NES, but it could do an amount of colors. Which, if I remember correctly, isn't there a thing with, with Red and Blue that if you play them on a Game Boy Color, I think it's more than 5 colors, but yeah. If you play Red and Blue on a Game Boy Color, the different towns have different, like, single colors to all of their pixels. Or am I hallucinating and misremembering that? Because I'm pretty sure that was a thing. But my memory of the of red, blue, and yellow are all shaky at best, because I didn't actually own them. Because, as I've said a couple of times, my first game was Pokemon Silver. Like, Sarah, wasn't your first game Crystal? I'm pretty sure it was Crystal, right? One fucking step. You could press up and down to change colors with Game Boy games. You left it at the dentist? I have no memory of that. Because I distinctly recall you still having Crystal. I thought you still had it up until I moved out. Like, unplayed for years, but I thought you still had it. Wait, do you have a 3DS, right? Don't you have a 3DS? I got you a 3DS, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Oh, God, did I take the wrong path? No! I accidentally took the perfectly right path. Fuck. Because I want this item, whatever it is. Well, then I might have just come up with what I'm getting you for Christmas, because I had no idea what the hell I'm getting you for Christmas. I also still have no idea what I'm getting Mom for Christmas, and I think I'm out of time at this point. And I don't think we can surf off of getting her that Keurig. Oh, pardon me while I just pop my everything. Oh, good! The fights have begun. Have begun. German attack names? I mean, Peggy, there's so few attacks, you'll figure it out, I'm sure. You go on ahead. I mean, you're only holding back so many of them. I mean... Alright, you're all just queued up to fight these... Okay. Oh, you're the ones who I'm gonna fight. Okay. It's like, it seems a little bit easy for you all to just let me pass. Tackle is still tackle, thank goodness. Oh, right, you can't even check summaries to find out, like, if it's a move that does damage. Yeah, I do not envy you that, Peggy. Oh my god, your challenge music was so long. Bryson, Sharon, they're moving around to being... Wait, they're moving around being annoying. I feel like there should be a comma there. But Leech Seed is called Egelsamen? I don't know how to German. I'm gonna stop trying now before I say something embarrassing. Oh, it's a watchdog! Stripper, kill! Kill! Kick it in the fucking head! Ah, beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, Inferno. That's actually a pretty solid move, yes. Oh, with like no... Oh, right! It has like no chance to hit. I forgot about that. I don't think that's worth it. Really? Yeah, no. 50% chance to hit? Fuck that. I think loose translation is acorn seed or something. It's been well established that I can't German. Like, someone actually said something specifically to me in German, like, 2 days ago, and I went like, I have no idea what that means. It's like, I can kind of French, but even then, only occasionally. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that's gotta be a long drive, isn't it? How long are you staying down there? Because we're not actually leaving until the 23rd. But we're going to Texas, not California. But we don't get... So we're going down on the 23rd, and we get back on the 29th. Oh, so you're actually staying for a bit? Well, damn, now I'm jealous. I just plan to find some way to try and hide inside my in-laws' house without becoming a nuisance. Because I just don't actually enjoy spending time down there. Okay, you, fight me. Like, it has nothing to do with any of them, it's just I feel weird being down there, and I feel really fucking weird not streaming. Wait, isn't that almost like 3 weeks? No, you're right, that's like 2 weeks. Yeah, Peggy, no free Pokeballs. Fuck you and your desire to have free Pokeballs. Look, we already give you free healthcare. They had to make something still, like, painfully aggravating for, or painfully capitalistic for the Americans that they were going to sell the game to as well. Can't all be socialized crap. Even if those are still the best parts, but... Okay, what one Pokemon do you have? Yes, you exist to serve your Lord N. I'm aware. But yeah, it doesn't have so much to do with Texas. It's like, both of Haley's brothers have, relatively severe autism, so I'm just like, I don't know how to interact around them. And her parents have a very, like, set routine. So anytime we're down there, it just feels like I am actively in the way. So I just hide in a corner and try not to be in the way. And I don't like dealing with people on the best of times, much less people who also don't deal well with people on their own. Totally forgot Rattata in German is Ratfraz. Oh, is Alfcat actually here? Because I'm sure he would love to hear that. Because I think he's here, but I can't actually tell for sure. Because it seems like my viewer list has been lying occasionally when it says who is and is not here. Ugh. Oof. So is it weird that I'm actually really sad that I've now beaten Gale in Dark Souls? I'm just like, we beat one of the most difficult bosses, and now I can't play it again for the first time, because it was really fun. Also, before I forget, I discovered that I'm an idiot, and that I went into that fight with less healing than I could have possibly had, because I managed to miss... So, you know how I kept complaining, like, I feel like I've missed an Estus Shard, because on the previous save, we had one more Estus Shard before this point. So it turns out, I missed 3, and an Undead Bone Shard. So, Estus Shards mean that we would have more healing, so instead of having 12 heals, we would have had 15. And an Undead Bone Shard would have meant that it heals a greater percentage of, our health. I did say it on Twitter, but, like, not that many people pay attention to Twitter, so also Twitter algorithms being what they are, not everyone will see it. So I'm just like, I need to say this again, because it annoyed me. It's like, discovering that, like, I'm an idiot. And I went out and found all of them, so we're now up to 15 plus 10 Estus Flasks. I'm just like... Oh, this is the ground... Your ground dark type, yeah. Is this the fully evolved or the middle form? This is the middle form. Oh, fuck, I forgot they could no Intimidate. But I wasn't so much displeased as realizing, like, shit, I made that fight harder for myself than it needed to be. At the same time, it's like the fight with Lady Maria in Bloodborne, where I'm just like, I can't go back and do it again for the first time, because it was so much fun. It's definitely one of those weird Dark Souls things, where it's just deeply aggravating to get through, or actually even not aggravating, just so much as, like, it's difficult. It is a very difficult fight. And it's not a fight that feels, like, crazy RNG-ish, like, the fight with, what's his name? Lorien, the teleporting motherfucker. Where it was just like, provided he doesn't aggressively teleport around me and, like, prep his attacks, then teleport behind me to do them, it's gonna be fine. With Gale, it's just like, no, I can see what's going on, and I just need to, like... I hate that I keep using this word, but, like, grok whatever pattern it is that he's trying to stick with. And as soon as I can really get into that groove, I'm just like, I get it now. It just works. In the same way that I know that had I spent the time doing that with Nameless, I totally could have done that as well. Because they both do this sort of vaguely cheaty Dark Souls thing, where certain attacks require you to dodge a little bit later than you feel like you should, which is actually a thing I very much enjoy, because it's it makes it so that you're not just like, I see attack coming, dodge. I don't know, this is mostly just me being nuts, but... I'm really gonna miss that, being able to do that fight again for the first time. Because if you didn't watch the Bloodborne thing, that was the same thing I thought after finally beating the Lady Maria fight, where it's just like, and now I can never do it again for the first time, and it was brilliant and beautiful. It's shocking! It sounds like something is on a rampage at the top of the tower. There's really no hidden items? I was expecting some hidden items. I am confuzzled? Bloodborne was really sporadic, I admit. It's finally time our Lord N will become the hero. What? Someone made it clear up here? Now, stop that trainer for our Lord N! But they are all on, YouTube. But yeah, Bloodborne was also super sporadic. And I think the problem was that I finished the Hunter's Nightmare DLC, and then went back because I didn't... So there's a thing in Bloodborne where, after you beat... what's her name? Murgo's wet nurse. It causes the Hunter's Dream to catch fire. And you can still do all of your normal things in the Hunter's Dream, but Gehrman and the doll don't talk to you the same. So they have voice lines that they do after you beat Lady Maria and the Orphan of Kos in the old Hunters DLC. And I didn't want to do that, so like we did the weird thing that we're sort of doing again with Dark Souls 3, where we did the DLC first, and then we're going to come back and end up being probably a little bit overpowered for the final boss, except that the final boss in Bloodborne gets to cheat a little bit. Sort of. Also, there's like 3 of them, so it's confusing as all fuck. If I go back to play it, I have to first I have to start Kingdom Hearts 2 and finish that, because I definitely have decided that Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep can fuck off down a hole. It looks like it should totally be fun, it's just not fun for me. And I don't remember what else I was looking to play at some point on the PS4. Because, like, in theory, I've started streaming Horizon Zero Dawn on, like, 8 different occasions, but it never feels like the best game to be streaming, if I'm honest. And the same thing about Persona, which is just that, like, I want to finish Persona, but I don't necessarily feel like it's a great game for me to stream. Peggy, that's why at this point I'm just like, no, I don't care about all the side things. I'm just gonna play 1 and 2. Because I briefly tried the weird 3D-ified version of Chain of Memories, and it was awful. And I tried Birth by Sleep and just went, this is all backstory that, frankly, I feel like should have been covered in the other games, and doesn't actually seem to matter, so I don't care. Let's just not. And say that we didn't. So that's why I was just like, nah, we'll just stick to the main ones. Like, if you're gonna put numbers on 1 and 2, then I'm gonna say, okay, I'll play those, and if I don't understand what the hell's going on, if I ever play 3, and if 3 actually comes out, then I'll just go read the wiki. That's what it's there for. Dollars to donuts, I will bet you that the super important stuff that goes on in Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance and the mobile one whose name I don't remember and apparently isn't pronounced the way that it's spelled, and Chain of Memories, and there's at least one more, probably. I think there might be more than one more. Don't actually matter a ton. Like, yeah, it's all great backstory, but if I'm a story-focused dude and you haven't sold me on the story to start with, I don't want more of it. It's like, oh, what's it called? Mass Effect Andromeda, where it's like, I was hooked with that one to start with. Like, yeah, it had the weird facial issues to start with, but you know what made me stop playing Mass Effect Andromeda? Because it had nothing to do with the story being kind of like, or kind of predictable, or anything like that, because the characters were just good enough that I'm like, okay, I'm interested. Like, some of you seem a little bit iffy, but hey, I'm interested. It was a combination of the kind of jank controls, and the fact that when I went to go try and play multiplayer, you couldn't turn off your mic. Even if you set it to push to talk. Didn't work. Which I assume got fixed by now. Peggy, I promise you, Mass Effect Andromeda is actually a really solid game. Like, it got a lot of shit because the facial animations were bad. They were real bad. But they weren't even bad across the board. They were sporadically bad. Like, how in Mass Effect 2, for some fucking reason, Garrus's face had a low texture version of it applied. And BioWare looked at it and went, so we want to fix that, but for some reason, the thing that it's connected to will be like a multi-gig download to patch. So that's just gonna kind of be a thing. I'm sorry about that. In this case, it was just like, there were some really random faces that were just like, what the fuck? You mostly just have issues with the puzzles? I mean, they're not even actual puzzles, they're like Sudoku. And personally, I fucking enjoy Sudoku. But you can also look up the answers to them, because they're all always the same. But yeah, there's Sudoku, and Sudoku's fun. It's one of those things where if I got particularly bored, it would be a nice thing to sit down and do, but I have too many things to keep track of to start with. Okay, I can get not liking Sudoku, I actually really enjoy Sudoku. But the good thing is that the puzzles are locked to, what's it called? Like, they don't change. I get that, Peggy. Sudoku's one of those things where it's like it's like a pseudo-visual puzzle, so a lot of people who don't have, I'm trying to remember the right word for it, but like, there's people who are like, I can't remember, it's the different kinds of intelligences that, like, some people are very good at, like, 3D visualization. And Sudoku's sort of 3D visualization in that it's, actually, I guess it's technically 3D, sort of. Because you have to keep track of the columns, the rows, and the boxes to understand where numbers that are missing need to go. As opposed to some people are just like, no, 2D stuff just makes so much more sense. Or written word makes more sense. There's my ether. Because Stripper needs a new jump kick. There we go. Here. Have a little potion, Stripper, because you took like 10 damage. 14 damage. You took 14 damage from fighting 4 goddamn grunts. Ha. It's not even that it's math-based, it's mostly counting. Because the idea with Sudoku is that it doesn't actually, like, add up in any way. It's just that each... I mean, it depends on what numbers you're using, but in general, Sudoku is it's 9 by 9? Yeah. So, in theory, each column should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And each row should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And each box, which there should be 9 of as well, because they'll be in 3 by 3 grids, should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's... Oh shit, I didn't save. So it's less about, like, math and more keeping track of what numbers are missing where. In fact, I believe it's actually the gambling... I think the gambling in this game is based on it, or it might be the... No. I think they don't have any gambling in this one. The gambling in the remake for Soul Silver and Gold is based on Sudoku as well. It's the Voltorb quiz thing where you randomize I'm trying to remember what it is. I want to say it's 5x5. It's like a 5x5 grid, and you get Voltorb information at the bottom and the one side of the grid, and each one will tell you that like there's this many points in this row or this column, and there's this many Voltorbs. That's just it, Peggy. It was only sort of gambling because it stopped being because they couldn't have gambling in the EU releases. They changed it from being like true gambling to being sort of a math puzzler, because it would give you information of like in this row of 5 there are this many points available, so you'd go like, okay, well, there's no Voltorbs, and the maximum point for this one is 5, so each one is going to be a 1. And you could sort of parse out what, in general, what was there, but usually by the time you were getting to the ranks where you would actually earn a decent amount of coins, there was always going to be a 50-50 flip where you're just like, I've got 2 left, and I need to guess one of them, because you needed to find all of the non 1 point numbers in the graph, basically. So you had to find all the 2s and 3s without hitting a Voltorb. It's like a Minesweeper. It's like Minesweeper as well, sort of. Except that Minesweeper gives you information on like what connects to the outside of whatever stuff you've clicked on. Minesweeper's weird. But they're both sort of like... They're not so much math as they are just like keeping track of a wide variety of esoteric and largely unhelpful information. How do you like the powerful form of the Pokemon who appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to the new world? Now, Zekrom! I will head to the Pokemon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokemon battles that hurt Pokemon. So a world for Pokemon alone. It's going to be a reality. I do have to say, I fucking love the, I love Zekrom more, but I love the legends for Black and White. Like, Reshiram's not bad, but Zekrom is fucking sweet. Counterpart, Reshiram recognizes you. You will finally be even. And then you can try to stop us. I mean, that's totally fair, Peggy. They're one of those things that I know I'm not good at, but they intrigue me. So I'm just like, I will pay attention to it, but not be necessarily good. My prediction, if the future that I see is true, you will meet Reshiram. The Pokemon with you believe in you so strongly. Will you be the one who interferes with my formula for changing of the world? If you want to protect the bonds between people and Pokemon, you must search for Reshiram. I'm sure it's waiting for you in the form of the Lightstone. But yeah, Zekrom is so much cooler. Capet, did you see what just flew off just now? How could this happen? Is he the brain? I don't know what you mean. Why? That was that guy N, right? Why was he with the legendary Pokemon? He couldn't really be the hero, could he? Also, did I hear you tell him you'll search for the other legendary Pokemon? Calm down. First we go back. It's more important to decide what to do next than analyze what just happened. I mean, that's sort of what I assumed you meant, Peggy. I just don't get why? Astounding. Never would have imagined that legendary Dragon-type Pokemon would return now. That guy called N, Team Plasma's boss, apparently reawakened the legendary Pokemon. He told Capet to look for the other legendary Pokemon that flew away. Well, he's not trying to take over the world. At all. He's trying to just set Pokemon free because he's decided they're enslaved and because, frankly, no one else will talk to him, so he hasn't realized that us being good friends with our Pokemon is not an outlier like he thinks. There are 2 legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? Yes, yes there are! I don't think he said anything about taking over the world. He was just saying that he was going to fight the elite, or fight the champion and release all of the Pokemon. Why, if it isn't Alder, it's been a while. Have you been well? No time for chit-chat. These violent flashes of lightning that shot from the tower. That Pokemon has the power to destroy the world! I feel like that's a little bit overblown, but okay. If it's on Team Plasma's side, and Team Plasma tells everyone to release their Pokemon, no matter whether it comes from fear or admiration, the world can't help but change. It'll become a world where we're separated from Pokemon. Right. Moreover, the boss of Team Plasma, N, who awakened Zekrom. Why are you re-explaining this again? You're re-explaining the same topic like 4 times. If I remember the myth, Zekrom's power electricity, along with the other Pokemon, devastated ancient Unova in an instant. Even knowing that N still is wanting to awaken the other? No, he wants me to awaken the other. I don't know if the other Pokemon would be able to stand up to it. Because no matter what, it's a legendary being. I don't like the idea of taking orders from N, but searching for the dragon... Like, this whole thing feels like it's a really big miscommunication. Where it's not... One, N isn't the head of Team Plasma. Like, maybe this is metagaming, for lack of a better word. And it's just like we know that N is a puppet being controlled by Getsis. But this is also not at all what he said. It was literally just N going, I'm pretty sure that you're the opposing ideology to me, and given that I think I have proof that you're like a good embodiment of that ideology, I think the other legendary Pokemon would respond to you. So if you want to stop me, that's probably what you should do. It's not him like giving anyone orders. I feel like this is everyone deciding that N has issued a challenge, when it's just like N going, I hope I'm wrong, and I want you to prove that I'm wrong. So please prove that I'm wrong. Let's head to the Relic Castle. Capet, everyone, I'm going. I see. We'll leave that to you then. I'm going to investigate inside the tower. Hopefully I'll find something. Then I will go with you. Like, this actually just feels like everyone is overreacting because no one heard what N said, and they're all just sort of, like, putting words in my admittedly apparently mute mouth. Being able to do something for Pokemon for somebody at a time like this is strength. I'm sure of it. My strength is something that is given to me by Pokemon. Okay, champion, let's hurry. Capet, this has turned into a big deal. So confusing, I don't know what to do. Are you going to go to the Relic Castle? Past Route 4 in the Desert Resort? I hear that's where the Relic Castle is. Fuck, that's far away. Do we still not have Surf, by the way? Or, like, the ability to use Surf outside of battle? Because I'm pretty sure we can't. Town map, yes. Okay, so we still haven't been to that city. That's the Pokemon League. I like how there's sort of just this arc on the side that we haven't even touched yet. What? Oh, shit. Capet? Oh, fuck, I forgot about this thing. Yeah, I forgot I have to polish these stupid things. And I have not been doing that. Will this tell me which TMs I can use? Please tell me it will. No, it totally won't. Okay, no worries, Peggy. Sleep well, man. Nope, it doesn't fucking tell me what I can use outside of battle. Damn it, that's a pain in the ass. Why would you not tell me what I can use outside of battle? Also, I hate that these things are filthy and I need to clean them now. Because I forgot about this entirely. I also forgot that we fought whatever the hell this dude was named. Quake Badge? Wow, I have no memory of any of this. My memory might be shit. It has also been, like, several weeks, I think, since the last time we streamed this. None of you actually, like... Damn it, I was really hoping that some of them would, like, mention what the fuck they let us use outside of battle. Shit. I hoped, and that was apparently a mistake! Because I still don't know if we can use Surf. But we can use Fly. I just don't have anyone who knows Fly, because I think the Pokemon we have that knows Fly is a corpse. Forgot about that. Definitely forgot about that. Wait, hang on. If we can use Surf, I can just walk up to a thing that we can surf on. That would be smart, right? That would be smart. Come on. Let me go. Let me go. There we go. Okay. Like there's water down here, right? Pretty sure there's water down here. Yup. Oh, fuck. How long have I been able to surf? Huh. Well, there. Now we can catch our Pokemon for inside the town. Because this is technically inside the town. I love that it's a skunkfish. That doesn't make any damn sense to be in the water, but sure. Holy shit, it's only level 18. Well. Time to throw an Ultra Ball and hope we don't kill it. So, hey, chat, well, hopefully you all come up with a nickname for Skunkfish. Fuck, I hate this Pokemon. It's actually like a fine Pokemon, it's just got a really dumb name. I'm gonna go take a quick break, because I have to run to the restroom. So I'll see you all in just a minute. Every time I cut the wrong one. There we go. Okay, we got an Alfcat. Let's see here. What do you want to call him? Mario? Wait, it's a skunkfish. What the hell does Mario have to do with a skunkfish? Its skin is very hard, so it's unhurt even when stepped on by a sumo wrestler. It smiles when transmitting electricity, because they're kind of evil. Dr. Brothers Mario's Nintendogs. I'm gonna point out it's a female skunkfish more than anything else. You monsters. Oh, goodness. If I'm completely honest, I have zero intention of using this skunkfish if I can help it. But that doesn't exactly mean a ton. Are there any, like... No, I'm saying that they probably wouldn't be called Dr. Mario's Nintendogs. Dr. Brothers Mario's Nintendogs, let's be clear. Also, that's definitely way more characters than we have access to. Why Peach? No, like, we have our occasional, like, Disney-esque themes. So I'm just like, are there any flat fish or things like that in something Disney-ish? I don't think so. I'm gonna spend way too much time trying to come up with a name for this stupid thing. I also admit that I'm trying very hard to not, like, fall asleep or feel sick, because, I don't know, I'm just suddenly not feeling great. And I did not sleep, basically, at all last night, but, lemon? Why lemon? I'm gonna regret this. See, Dover is sort of, like, on track with what I was thinking. Don't you play sound? Good. I was, like, loading up the stream to make sure that everything's not broken. Yeah, I think Dover might actually be fine. I guess? I guess... for a Pokemon that we hope to not use... See, like, I'm aware of Dover Soul. I don't think I've ever heard of Lemon Soul, but we have a bad habit of sort of trying to brand a lot of our fish here as Dover Soul, even if they're not. Because we have... there we go. That is not an R. Because we have dumb, very lax rules about a lot of naming here in the States. Like, there's ways to prove whether or not the fish that you're dealing with is actually Dover Soul. Mostly by the price tag. But, There. We caught our Pokemon here. I forgot that we were sliding. I was like, how to stop? How stop? Okay, give me a Pokemon who can fly. Which probably means I think I need to borrow a Pokemon Corpse. Press the wrong button. God damn it. The fact that it takes my button input, even though this takes a half second to load. Okay. Wait, nope, we can have Woobat. Okay, Woobat. What is your name? Zenny. Right, I forgot we named you Zenny. That's cute. Okay, Zenny, get in here. You can replace Steampunk for now. Ba-ba-ba. That's image number 6. You are a Woobat. Ba-da. I really like Woobat. It's not actually a great Pokemon to start with. It evolves into a pretty solid Pokemon, but I like Woobat. It's just goofy and adorable. And you are named Zenny. Da-da-da. Except that we spelled it not like the currency in Monster Hunter. We spelled it with a Y and 2 N's, which actually the currency in Monster Hunter might have. Okay, so a couple things. First, we need to teach it Fly, assuming it can learn it, which it might not be able to. Please learn Fly. Oh, thank fuck. Yes. Let's remove Attract. Okay. Now I'm trying to remember, what's the item? It's not the Shell Bell. Soothe Bell? Oop, that's not what I want to know. Sort. Okay. I'm looking for an item to make Zenny hold that increases... So, giving a Pokemon an item to hold, period, helps increase its friendship. There we go. But I want to give her... I think it's a her. The Soothe Bell, because it increases her friendship more, which is important because Woobat evolves from leveling up with a certain amount of friendship. Okay. So, now we are working on leveling 2 different Pokemon. This is one of those things where it's just like, technically, it would probably be safer to level her with experience share, but we would have way fewer ways of guaranteeing that she gained the experience we need her to gain. So this might be a risky plan. Like, I'd like to just go grind levels somewhere. I just realized something. If we can surf, we can actually get to that other area we couldn't get to before. So let's go there and see if we can find any people who need a good ass kicking. Right, I need to go down. Because that'll be a way to get experience on both of our theoretically leveling Pokemon. But, yes. Now you're just imagining using a corpse as a hang glider? Well, thankfully we don't have to do that now. So, like, here's the issue then, is that we're going to be sharing our experience in a whole bunch of different ways. So I kind of want to take this off of Luna for now, and we'll focus on getting Zenny leveled. That's a disturbing sentence to read out of context. I mean, it's a pretty disturbing sentence in context, too. I just realized I legitimately did that in a D&D game. Like, I don't remember what the excuse was, but my character was kind of bonkers. And we fought some, like, pteranodon people, and my character turned them into hang gliders. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was fucked up. If I recall correctly, that character also wanted to try and figure out a way to basically, like, have magical, like, two little, like, magical burners, for lack of a better word, underneath the hang glider wings to help propel it up with, like, thermals. I don't think the DM let me get away with that one, but they did let me get away with making hang gliders out of, theoretically, at least kind of sapient beings. That's really fucked up the more I think about it. I mean, it was on Cholt, which is the place for all things fucked up, so I guess... For anyone who's not up on D&D, Cholt is a fucked up place. Don't go to Cholt. It sucks. It's full of evil, murderous monsters. And my character wasn't even that high on the list of evil, murderous monsters. Yes. Thank you, Pokemon Ranger. You were instrumental for your game that no one remembers. Pretty sure you made a boat out of human skin at Bones at one point, so as far fucked up as things go, yours seems rather tame. Is it? Is it really? Because, like, you skinned a thing and made a boat out of it. That's kind of normal. My character didn't even go through the process of skinning. He's just like, nope, we're just gonna, like, hack off the wings. I'm gonna take, like, the breastbone out and use it all to sort of, goodbye, create a hang glider. I don't know if that's better. I really don't think that's better. Also, I should probably have my dowsing machine on. Yep. Yay, a free revive. Then again, a different character also made a fence out of... I think it was a combination of human and kobold arms and legs. That wasn't so much like a defensive fence as just like a... Hey, if you see this fence, you would run away, wouldn't you? I think that character still convinced the DM that that it was fair to keep calling them chaotic good because they did it for the right reasons. And because they only did it to... like, chaotic evil bodies? Because it was like kobolds and human cultists. Look, the more we talk about this, the more I'm realizing I played some fucked up characters. Maybe I should just not remember any of my D&D characters. Maybe this is why I'm always the DM. Like, I really enjoy playing D&D, but maybe this is why I'm always the DM. Because I do fucked up things when I'm allowed to be a player. I'm pretty sure my last not insane character was still pretty nuts because he ended up convincing people that he was, like... He was good in that all of his motivations were correct and he was trying to do positive things. Oh, fuck. It's a fracture? Okay. But he was very determined to build an undead army, mostly because he had decided that the... It wasn't even a paladin in the party, I think it was a bard, who had a thing against the undead, was just being a dick. So he's like, fine, I'm gonna go out of my way to make you uncomfortable all the time by building an undead army. It mostly even worked, too. He wasn't even he was a warlock, but he wasn't even a warlock focused on necromancy or anything. He was just, like, really charismatic and kind of terrifying. So anytime he met someone that had zombies, he would usually find some way of getting them to pass control of their zombies over. And seeing that it was in Ravenloft, there were a lot of those. So, by the time we stopped playing that campaign, I think he had a cadre of almost like 20 zombies, including 2 that he had named, because one of them was the lieutenant, and I think he wasn't a terribly smart warlock, because he didn't need to be smart, he just had charisma. So I think he declared one of them his lieutenant, and then declared the other one his lieutenant's lieutenant, which, pretty sure there's more better words for that, but that's what I figured the character would come up with. I think it should have actually been, like, lieutenant and sergeant, but that's thinking too logically about a clearly mad bastard, who I think... I'm trying to remember what his pact was. Because it was one of those ones that's just, like, aligned to a being that doesn't supremely care. I think he's one of the pacts that aligned him to, like, one of the like, Fey swords. Whose names I can't remember. That are, like, connected to the Raven Queen. Look, I can't remember a lot of D&D backstory. It's weird. This is totally a new area, but the first wild Pokemon we've seen is a Stunkfish, which we already have, so we get to ignore it! Haha! But yeah, I tend to also sort of, like, about alignments, because it just seems like a... Like, I get the idea is it's a constraining format to put people into to keep them from doing things that are just so completely out of character, but it also means that if you have a strong developed character, it makes it harder to justify following your character's actual character, for lack of a better word. Ow. Well, since my sister appears to have buggered off, this means I have to explain this again, because I don't think anyone else was around for this. I have already managed to hurt myself today, and basically didn't sleep last night, so just a warning, I'm not at the top of my game. Which is to say that the stream probably won't go extra long today, because I managed to bash my funny bone into a, actually, sure, yeah. Into a wall like 4 or 5 hours ago, and it still hurts. I basically didn't sleep last night. You know what I mean, Dovin. I'm also usually on top of the game as well, but I'm still not on top of it here. So I'm just like... human brain meat organ is not operating at peak performance. Sure, let's go with that. How do I get over there? I want to get over there. Oh shit, there's more items? Items? Yeah, I'm usually in the bottom right. That is true, technically. Oh shit, we have strength. We can go back and get, There's stuff in one of the early towns that we can get access to now. But yeah, usually I am still physically on top of the game. Just not in this case. But yeah, between... Like, I did not sleep well last night at all. Ugh. And then... I just hurt. I feel old and hurt, even though I know that I didn't actually, like, do anything that bad, and it shouldn't hurt most of me. It does. I'm just like, it's, I don't know. I feel like it's just sort of draining me, for lack of a better word. Don't you bite at me. Well, fuck, that means I can't hit you for... Wait, I can just kill you. Never mind. He's like, if he's biting, I can't kill him. It's like, yes, I can. It's just that if I don't kill him, I'm gonna suffer. This should one-shot him, yeah. That was a disturbing noise. Hey, Ultra Ball. But it's also sort of, like, exacerbated by the fact that I had to do some silly, dumb crap today. Oh, that's not going to be a possible to reach item. Fuck you, game. What the fuck? Oh, I hate sliding ice puzzles. I'm never good at these. Okay. I don't think I can get this item or even fight that trainer until... So, like, this only looks like this because it's winter in the game. So, like, I can probably come back here later and it'll be fine. Shit, I wasn't prepared! Okay. I don't even remember where the hell I was going with any of that. Oh, right. I had to do a thing this morning wherein an old friend who used to be my roommate apparently ordered something, and for some reason said thing, instead of going to where she lives now or where she thought she was sending it to, sent it to the place where we both used to live. And it's like, oh, well, that's still relatively nearby. It's like a half-hour drive. It's actually only like 20-ish minutes. It's, god damn it, what the hell? It's just through like a weird part of town that I don't often go through anymore. It's like, I can just go pick that up and then I'll ship it back to her. It was just like, I had to go do that, which is part of why the stream was late, because it was like, I got the text this morning that they... It's that shitty thing that I guess no one who's around right now would actually understand this, because it's a thing with the U.S. Postal Service. The U.S. Postal Service has this weird thing, especially around this time of year, where they will very often... Aw, shit. Okay, this should get me down to the fisherman. They'll often do this weird thing where they tell you, this package will be delivered by this date, and they don't update it at all until, if you're paying attention to their little, like, where your package is informational bits. Eventually you'll get one that's like, at distribution center in this city, and you'll go, I can drive by that distribution center. I know where that fucking distribution center is. I can just go there. The day, usually like the morning after it arrives there, they'll send out a text like, your delivery date has been updated to today! It's like, what? Could you not inform me of that when you knew that it was going to be there? It's one of these things where it's like, it came from Vegas, when I'm just like, I can drive to Vegas. I don't want to, but I can. So if you're telling me that it's going to take a week to get something from Vegas to here, I can do that in like 10 really actually, no. I can do that in 10 hours while taking a bunch of lazy-ass breaks. Like, it's... Vegas is like not even... It's past the midway point from here to driving to Southern California, which I've done. It's not fun. Don't do it. So, like, this morning I just got a thing about, like, the thing is being delivered. And I went, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. And then it was just, well, I can't start the stream until I have this thing because, frankly, I have to run up to someone's door, assuming anyone lives there now, grab a package that doesn't have their name on it, and leave, and hope that they haven't, like, set up any sort of trap thing, and then also think to myself, like, if someone lives here, I fucking bet you they still have the exact same door code, because the company that we were leasing the place from wouldn't let us change the door code because they wouldn't tell us how. So we were stuck using their default door code, and we never even had keys. Like, it was just the door code, and I just sort of walked up and went, I wonder if they ever changed it. And then went, no, that's just creepy. And I, like, looked at, because there were two packages, and I looked down and go, like, well, that one looks like a book, and that's what I know I'm supposed to be here for. Pick up, read label, not for person who I know. It's like, okay, this is clearly it then, and then just leave. But that's half an hour out of my day, because I think it was, so I'm supposed to start at 1, and I think they sent me the "it's been delivered" text at like 12:10, to which I sort of went like, fuck! Or no, it's probably like 11:10. I was like, okay, well, best case, that's gonna take me like an hour round trip, so meh. Drive over, grab thing, drive back, realize car filthy, stop at car wash, because there was a relatively cheap one that's honestly kind of solid by where we used to live, so I was like, okay, I'll just stop over there too. Oh, goodness. Zenny, come out here and look adorable for a half second. I think I'm just rambling now. I'm very sorry. I don't know where I'm going with this story. But ultimately, that was why the stream was late, I think, is what I was trying to go with. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do Hollow Knight tomorrow. Operating under the assumption that I can actually get some sleep tonight. I think I'm going to do Hollow Knight tomorrow because I can't play Dark Souls because I promised Peggy that I promised Luna that I wouldn't do any more Dark Souls since we only have the 2 bosses left anyway. Until after everyone's back from the holidays. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll do some, the thing, what will give me a similar response. Yeah, I know that phrase made no sense. I'm very sorry, y'all. But yeah, I will play Hollow Knight because it is somewhat vaguely similar to... Actually, no, don't... You're still confused, aren't you? Okay, try it. Oh, thank fuck. Because it has a playstyle vaguely reminiscent of Dark Souls, so I'm just like, sure, we'll do that. And because I'm just enjoying playing Dark Souls, so... Stop doing Wake Up Slap, it's a dick move. Here, have a feint attack for you. And that plus the stupid bashing of my elbow, for some reason, just seems to be, like, exacerbating the fact that I'm just dead tired. Which one's Nature Power? Is this the one that has damage based on carrying a berry? No, depends on the environment. So, the problem with this is that you have no way of controlling what the environment is, so I'm just like, no, never use that. There's another one that deals damage based on the berry your Pokemon is holding, but it also consumes the berry, which is probably one of the worst trade-offs ever. Go, Zenny, fight the Cactus Demon! What level is it? 34? I don't know if I want to... I don't want to risk Zenny. I also totally don't want to risk Luna, so let's send out Combustion, I guess. Unfortunately, this is sort of like the weird part where we were probably supposed to fight all of these people before we went to go do the gym, but I was dumb and kind of confused. So we're a bit massively overpowered for them, but not enough so that I want to risk our, the 2 Pokemon we're theoretically training. Yes, give me your citrus berry. Citrus. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm on about. Goodbye. I don't think we can actually get to that. I think that's pretty much everything here. We'll just have to come back here in summer or spring or whatever, when in theory we might... Oh, wait, is there a thing up here? Oh, hang on. When in theory we might be able to get all of these other missing items, but I'll probably not do that on stream. Fuck, okay, yeah. That's mean. Okay, hang on. I might be able to get up there, actually. Yeah, like that. There we go. Give me this item. Oh, it's full restore. That's actually pretty sweet. That's actually pretty sweet. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Wait, I can fly. What am I doing? I'm slowly/rapidly losing my damn mind. That's what I'm doing. So we've got a couple places that I'm realizing we can now go. This has the Dream Yard, right? So there's a bottom part of the Dream Yard we should be able to access now. Which might have new Pokemon? I think? I feel like it does. Admittedly, I think my plan was to go down there and catch a Woobat, but since we already did that, I don't think we can. I don't know what else is down there. Wait, can we get... We might not actually be able to get down there. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be blocked by, like, a cone that we can't move because reasons. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, so there's the tree. Yeah, it's like this cone is in the way, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. This is post-game stuff. Oops. Oops, my memory is such garbage. Sorry, y'all. Well, I guess this means we just, like, jump over towards the Relic Castle, where we're actually supposed to be then, I guess. Yeah, which is right over there. There's no fast way to get there, though, is there? Because I'm like, yeah, on the map, Nimbasa City's way closer. The problem is that, for some reason, that's backwards. Actually, no, this might still be closer, but there's a whole bunch of windy random crap that we'll have to get through. The awkward thing is that I think Nimbasa might be closer in itself, but it's offset by the fact that to get there, we have to go through some windy crap. And if we were to come up from Castalia, we have to deal with going through Castalia, which is basically like trying to navigate New York City. Do I want any of these? No. Okay. Oh, goodness. Shoulder, why? Shoulder, arm, every bit of me, why? Is it wrong that I'm really kind of thinking about killing the stream soon? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I feel really shitty. I just also feel like I want to... I keep looking over and seeing the couch and going, I could just lay down. I could just lay down, and it would be fine. And it probably wouldn't be fine, but it would make me feel better. At least temporarily. Off to the Relic Castle we go! Haha! Oh shit, no, don't walk in the sand. Don't walk in the sand! Stop walking in the sand. I've already fought you people? Apparently I have. Did I already do all of this? Maybe? Were we supposed to already go to the desert resort before? Sandstorm, Castelia City. Okay, this is just weather. Okay. Welcome back, Sarah. Yes, give me my fight so that I can get my healer. And I think I actually know exactly what I'm getting you, unless you have a better idea than what I just came up with. Yeah, I do not have that kind of money to throw around. Gonna be honest, if I could figure out a way to get my other PS4 working, I might do it, but since it is basically trashed, that's probably not gonna happen. Like, the problem is that the actual OS seems to be corrupted, and as far as I can find, there's not actually an easy way to fix that. So that's sort of an issue. Goodbye, Solosis. God, brain, get back in gear, please. It's like, if anyone's ever driven a manual transmission, it feels like any topic is like I'm rapidly trying to change gears and sometimes forgetting to use the clutch. So it's just like every time I change mental topics or do something fast and goofy or stupid like that thing I just did. Have we caught a Pokemon here? I can't actually check. I don't think we have. Yeah, that's sort of on our list too. We need to replace our living room TV because, among other things, it's actually just too small. Yeah, nap would probably help. I was talking about it while you were missing that I basically just didn't sleep last night. Because, like, I think we went to bed around 8:30 to 9 something, but I woke up at, like, 1 something. Oh, goodness. Wow, I did not... Oh, that was the... Whew. And I did not go back to sleep until Haley left for work at, like, 6, and then I woke up at 8. So, yeah. My brain is not doing great things today. I don't know how expensive it is to mail a TV. I also don't trust mailing a TV. Mostly right now, the issue with the TV in the living room is just that it's too small. But it's also that I've had it since... I got it at my first apartment, which I got in 2012? So I'm not sure how much I'd trust it shipping, honestly. I mean, if you're stopping by then yes, I can hand you a TV. Like, that's actually pretty easy to do. Because I think it's on our list of things for, like, hey, maybe in-laws will get it for us for Christmas, and if they don't, we're just like, we can afford one, we just don't want to buy stuff until we know what people are... It's that stupidly awkward thing where you're like, we can afford to get these things, and we would kind of like, or almost want, or need to have these stupid things, but we have to wait until Christmas happens to find out if anyone is already getting them for us. So it just feels sort of janky, or dumb, or... Words! Words and words and words. But yeah, if I could figure out a way to basically uncorrupt the OS for my spare PS4, I'd give that to you too. I mostly need to try and find a cable for it so that I can plug it in and try and figure out if there is a way to uncorrupt said OS. It also currently has my physical copy of Persona 5 in it, which is a bit annoying to have realized. But Like, I broke and got a digital version when I realized that, because turns out, I don't know. That's a good question. So, what... Ooh, that was a lot of damage. So, I was playing Monster Hunter, and it kept getting random slowdown, and then eventually it was just, okay, what the hell, Monster Hunter, and restarted the PS4, and it turned on and was just like, I need you to download this firmware update. But I did that like 2 months ago. I need you to download this firmware update. Okay. This firmware is not present. Fuck? Okay, download firmware. This firmware is not present. Fuck. And it basically ends up in this massive, endless, boot cycle of trying to load into safe mode and download this firmware update from, like, 2017? Hi, Cal. How you doing? Are you coming up or not? Yes, you are. Just ever so slightly off camera because you don't love being on camera. You fuzzy, fuzzy bastard. Right now, the other issue is just that I don't know where the power cable for it is because it's an original PS4. No. It's one of the slightly earlier model PS4s, so it has, like, one of the... It's not even a proprietary plug, but they used to use the, they used to use the plug that's, like, two prongs, as opposed to, like, an actual power outlet plug. And I don't know where I've managed to put the cable for it, because it's not in my box of assorted cables. Yay, he gave us soft sand! Oh, thank goodness that I can just play on the game while the cat is trying to block my field of view. I'm so glad as well that I have like 8 different places to see chat, because now he's trying to block chat on my other monitor. Did you know you're a monster? You are? You've already filled the space around my face with cat hair. I can't tell, are you purring? You're totally... Oh god. I'm sorry, chat. You can all probably hear that. Very, very loudly. You fuzzy monster beast. Yes. Look, it's not okay if you're getting pet off screen where no one can see you being adorable and getting pet, okay? You person, fight me! Fight me! You just know that I actually shrunk down the camera so that they can't see you, don't you? Hello, cat. Yes. That is cat tail. Would you like to reveal the rest of your catliness to them? Nope. You were a borked-ass cat. You know that? Oh, hello, cat. That reminds me, we also got a really random gift from, yet again, a realtor. Like, I was kind of surprised by the pie, which I still don't actually remember what we did with the pie that she tried to give us for Thanksgiving. Because she gave us a cherry pie that neither Haley nor I wanted to actually eat. But we got rid of it somehow. I've forgotten how. But, like, out of nowhere, I think I mentioned before that a package got dropped off. I think that was Monday. When just, like, out of nowhere I'm going, there's a package being dropped off. I didn't order anything. It's addressed to Haley, so maybe she, like, ordered something on her own Amazon account so that I can't check and see what it is? It's like, no. Turns out it was a realtor sending us a box of stuff. It's like, I don't know how she does it that she sends us stuff just before we leave town. Every time. Hi, cat. Yes. Ooh, you're toasty. Are you working with the dogs and trying to put me to sleep? Like, not the violent way, just, like, being all adorable and comfy and shit. Hey, Dwebble, you're the very bad fit for Zenny to try and fight. God, you're such an awkward typing. Commitment, come out here and kill it, please. Why are these Pokemon so low level? Could I have gone here way earlier? I just didn't realize. Hang on, I feel the need to lower the camera so you all can see the demon cat. Because, God forbid, you can't see me. I'm pretty sure seeing the demon cat is a little bit more important for everyone, let's face it. Yes, Snuggly Cat, yes. How dare you, Sturdy? How dare you, Sturdy? Fucking Sturdy. Fucking abilities. Fucking fuck. Does anyone remember the time where I briefly was saying that I was going to try and curse less? Me neither. Does anyone remember when I got annoyed about the cat covering me in cat hair? I mean, I do actually remember that, but I'm clearly doing so much about it. You know, scratching his butt, helping him shed more hair. God, your head, it feels like it's so weird. Like, it doesn't feel like it's put together right. What are you doing? He's standing on my headphone cable. I don't think there are actually any Pokemon here that we can catch. It just occurred to me that this Dwebble is not a Pokemon that a trainer used, which is a little bit weird for me to realize that I didn't notice that before. Fuck it, go with Uproar. This way we're guaranteed to hit it twice. Well, guaranteed, but we're required. There we go. That's the word. We're required to hit it twice. Can I have my headphone cable back? You're pulling my head down. Thank you. You're just hiding below the camera line. How do you keep finding it? I keep moving it so that you can't find it. I feel like Air Slash is just strictly better than Air Cutter, isn't it? Or is Air Slash... Yeah, Air Slash is just better than Air Cutter, yeah. Hey, Demon Cat. This is what we get for naming you Calcifer, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Snuggly Fur Demon from Hell. From Hell? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I don't know what that was either, Cat. Shit, that reminds me, I also have to send out the fucking Christmas present to Chewie. Fuck! Why do I keep forgetting I have to do these things? Also, the call-out. The call-out to the Hoenn region! Because someone had to remember that the Hoenn region had a desert sandstorm thing. Holy shit, it's finally a Pokemon we don't have. Dwebble used Rock Polish. Dwebble now outspeeds Commitment. Dwebble used Guillotine. I don't think Dwebble can learn Guillotine. Please tell me Dwebble can't learn Guillotine. Yes, you now have a cable around your ear. Good job. Sandile, get in the ball! Fuck it. How do we keep catching female versions of all of the Pokemon that are sort of, like, supposed to be kind of masculine? Like, I don't think that's bad, it's just statistically unlikely. Like, I'm pretty sure that most of our team is female. Wait. No. It might not actually be. It's a special Dwebble made to fuck up Nuzlocks. They live buried in sands of the desert. The sun-warmed sand prevents their body temperature from dropping. Sure, Desert Crocodile. Hey, Stark, do you want to come in here and help me name this Sandile, then? It's a female Sandile. I mean, this also still goes for, like, Sarah, Aleph-Cat, and Dovin, if y'all are actually listening. Because, let's face it, at this point I've mostly been rambling like a fucking mad person. Do you have any ideas, Calcifer? Dovin, can I add a T to it? Because that feels really good. Oh god, cat hair! Cat hair everywhere in my face. So, like, Chocodile maybe, but I think that pales in comparison to Sandwich. That just makes me happy. I mean, I may regret this the next time we stream when I'm not dead tired, but we'll see. Sand. Here. I feel like I should capitalize the W. Sandwich. Okay, might have to make that a regular part of our team because, 1, love the typing, 2, that's just a hilarious name and I want to use it. Come here, fight me. Fight me, human. What do you mean the capitalization is excessive? I need to make it clear that it's not like a sandwich that one... I don't know what this was, but I thought I was trying to interpret. I was trying to motion eating. I feel like the capitalization makes it clear that it's not a sandwich. I'm covered in cat hair. It's all over my face. Help! Somebody help! He's trying to consume me. Yeah, but Dovin, remember that we're establishing that I'm probably not in the most sound mindset. Oh, wait, did I capitalize all of which? I thought I only capitalized the W. Oops. Oops. Oh, okay. Look, I don't trust me. Stark, you've missed the bit about I slept like 2 hours last night. And then may have gotten like 2 more hours of sleep in the early morning and don't remember. I am very tired, yes. I'm also distracted by cat. I'm covered in cat hair, which is a new and fascinating thing that is annoying me. So, here's the thing. I tweeted at 2 a.m. because I'd been awake since about midnight or 1 a.m. going, I fucking hope I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I couldn't. So I finally, snapped and went, fine, I'll go try and be comedic. So I tweeted at, 2 a.m., and didn't get back to sleep until basically, 4:30 a.m. And then Haley woke me up at... Actually, no. I went to sleep when Haley got up. So around, 6:30 a.m. And then I seem to have slept from, 6:30 until 8. And then I got a text about the package I had to go pick up. God damn it, we could have caught that thingamahoosit, the Maracactus. Which would have been sweet, but whatever. And that, really woke me up, so it's like, okay, time to get ready to be a human and go do shit. And then I did a bunch of shit and came back and was like, yeah, now time to stream, except I'm starting late and I feel like butts. And I slammed my funny bone into a corner and it still hurts. And that seems wrong. Yeah, that's pretty much the discussion I had when we saw the first one. Stark. 'Cause up by Icarus Town, or Icarus City, or whatever it's called, there's a bunch of them. Or not a bunch of them, there's a bunch of trainers who have them for some reason. And Peggy was like, oh my god, it's adorable! And I was like, yes, it is. And unfortunately, it's kind of hot, loose garbage. But it's adorable. I fake human well sometimes. Sorry, you fake human well sometimes, Halfcat? I also fake human sometimes, Halfcat. Fake human well sometimes, Halfcat. I often fake human poorly. Brain. Look, I was trying not to say hot, loose horse shit. I don't know why I decided I didn't want to say it. It was weird. Wait, does what count as imposter syndrome? I don't think I yet qualify for enough success to have imposter syndrome. Maybe once we start getting closer to actually being at partner, then I can qualify for legitimate partner syndrome. Or not, fucking Christ. Imposter syndrome, instead of just feeling woefully incompetent all the time. Oh shit, I haven't healed. Why are you, like, quivering? Oh, because you want your butt scritched. Okay. Footloose horseshit? That seems worse. It seems much worse, honestly. I don't think pretending to be human counts as imposter syndrome, mostly because I operate under the assumption that most of the things that I interact with on a regular basis are also something pretending to be human, because no one seems to have a good core idea of what the fuck a human is supposed to be. So, no. I just assume that sort of falls under the large category of everyone's faking it till you make it. Hello, sleepy cat. Blitzel. Actually, no, we can keep commitment out for that. How about we send out Zinni, then switch into commitment, actually. There is cat hair in my mouth. How? How? Where do you keep all of this cat hair that you were releasing into the air? And apparently into my mouth and nose. Why are you... Okay, you can't see it because he's doing it just below the camera line, but he is licking one of my burn scars, which is a profoundly strange feeling, and not one I'm exactly keen to repeat. Because, like, I don't think I can show this properly on the camera, because it's too bright. Yeah. Because, I mean, maybe if my skin was darker, but probably not. I've got a thing on the like, maybe you can see it, but probably not. Like, right here, where fucking asshole who I worked with walked by with a sheet pan out of a fucking 400-something degree oven, and basically just, like, across my arm. And that was 5 or 6 years ago, at least. Where the fuck am I going? Like, I think most of my burn scars have gone away. That one just hasn't. And for some reason, the cat was like, ooh, I like that. I feel like it's more than 1 fur damage per 6 seconds. Like, I feel like it's definitely more than 1. Admittedly, I don't think fur damage equates to a full hit point of damage, but... Fuck me. But still... Yes, I know, you're a very snuggly cat. Can you hear his purring? Can you hear the purring of the great demon Calcifer? I said that, and I swear he just started purring louder. Ah. Yep, nope, my mouth is full of cat hair. It's like back Ow! It's like under my tongue. How? What am I doing? Repels. I'm looking for repels. What pocket are repels in? There they are. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going for the Relic Castle. Right. Wait, shit, there's an item. I want the item. Good, we're in the Relic Castle. Good. Good, 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 good. Yay, heart scale. Snuggle cat. Snuggle cat. Snuggly, snuggly, snuggle cat. Sorry, I might be talking to the cat. Shit. Okay, we're in the wrong part of the Relic Castle. Also, just wasted an entire repel. Hooray! Hmm? Oh, right! The Darumaka, or whatever they're called. That totally aren't actually statues. Hmm? Yes, Charin? That's the entrance to the Relic Castle! I know, that's why I came here. You're impressive, Capet, making it here before I did. Well, I used this thing called Fly, and then I walked basically a full circle of the desert trying to find it. Dealing with the Desert Resort's Pokemon took longer than I would have thought. I mean, they're only like level 20. I only made it all the way out here thanks to my Pokemon. Alder went on ahead. Let's hurry. Wait, why is Alder here before us then? If he came... you were in front of him. I love it. I love it, Elfcat. I love it. The goodest pupper. Or the goodest issue. I love it. Okay, where the hell did I put... There's thing. Oh god, is there another... You're not a doctor, are you? Hang on, let's heal. Wait, what? What am I hanging on for? Well, now I'm glad that I didn't, like, call the stream earlier, because I am still slowly crashing ever closer into the ground. That feels like the wrong word. Wait, wait, the dog's... You're the star dog? No? You're the star now dog? No, stop trying to give potions to the wrong people. Didn't you send this to me already? I swear you have. I thought we talked about this. Or is this a different one? Get Out of Doge. A mini RPG where you're a heckin' doggo trying to get out of Doge. Okay, so this is entirely different. Okay. Oh, this is way more meme. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one is very memey. Yeah, your stats are friend, fetch, protect, attack. Oh, damn it, I thought you would heal me, fucker. Oh, what? Oh, I think there was... When you weren't really here, Aleph-Cat, but the viewer list said you were, there was a thing that Peggy mentioned that I thought you would care about, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, that apparently Rattatas in the German version of Blue, or Pokemon Blue, are called... It's like Ratsfraz? Oh shit, I've forgotten what it was. And it's honestly probably too far up in the chat now that it might have gone away. Let me see here. Oh, wait, nope. Frats. Hang on. Oh, shit. Copy that word. There we go. The available doggos to be are small, big, shaggy, floofy, and actually a cat. That's beautiful. Listen to my kitty grumble. Purr, purr. Listen to the kitty. Fear his almighty purring might. I don't know why. I'm afraid that I'm like 3 seconds away from slipping into like ICANN has cheeseburger level meme territory, and that's all that my brain can process right now. And I can't tell you why, because it doesn't feel like I should actually be that broken at this point. There's also a decent chance that like, pseudo song that I just did may or may not have been to the rhythm from... I'm trying to remember the original name of the song. No, please feel free to quote that, don't worry. There's a song from the Invader Zim holiday episodes. about being crushed under Santa's almighty boot. And I can't remember the song, but I feel like I may have been doing it to the, like, rhythm of that. Why can't I remember the song? Okay, hang on. Hang on. We're all gonna experience this together while I try and remember what the... Yeah, Jolly Boots of Doom. Thank you. Hang on. Wait, yeah. Zim Christmas song. It is called Bow Down. I think they're the same song. It's only 30 seconds. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't show you the video for that, because it was, like, the worst recording, video-wise, that it could possibly have been. Like, it was less than 1 frame a second. It was kind of impressive. Like, it was, like, stop motion done by someone who's never actually heard of what stop motion is supposed to be. No, so, like, it's like every 3 seconds there was a frame, but it was a movement frame. Not like you actually just were looking at it in a, like, in a video, and were, like, grabbing individual frames to use. It was as though they were just like, picture. It was like they were pressing the picture button on their phone as fast as they could, but recording the audio properly. It's just like, what the hell? But yeah, I think that thing about the purring may have been done to that song, because I can't get that song out of my head. It just lives in here. Like, even if I don't... even if I'm not, like, conscious of it, that song is always in my head. Elfcat, is this a better version of the song? Oh, no, it's the Santa... Hang on.
He knows when you are sleeping.
He knows when you're on the can.
He'll hunt you down and blast your ass from here to Pakistan.
Oh.
You better not breathe. You better not move.
Forgot about the Futurama Xmas.
You, dude.
Santa Claus is gunning you down.
Yeah, I forgot about Futurama Xmas as well. That's not one that is stuck in my brain so efficiently that I'll accidentally sing it or use its rhythm for stuff. But yeah. Yeah. Yes, I know, you're so sad. However, if you honestly haven't seen the Invader Zim one, I do recommend going to see the video if you can find one that doesn't look like ass. Because it's a trip. You always remember the tow missiles? The sand is cleared away, so now you can proceed. Can I fight you? I've been carrying around 2 Pokemon fossils, but they're just so heavy. Cat, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. So, the cover fossil is... the turtle. And the plume fossil, I think, is the Archaeopteryx. I'm like 90% sure on this, and I love y'all, chat. Stark, I know which one you want me to take, but I have to take the plume fossil because it's fucking badass. Its stats are amazing, which is why it has, like, the worst ability that they've ever come up with. But still, it's an Archaeopteryx. Yes. Yes. Give me the plume fossil. I don't love the... Oh shit, finally a new Pokemon. Give me that Yan Mask. That Yan Mask. Always thought a rule of thumb for solid world building is world having its own unique holidays, and Futurama technically fills that category. I feel like Futurama gets to sort of skirt around that a little bit by virtue of being our world just in the future. But yes, they do technically have their own holidays with, like, Xmas. Okay, we also caught a Yan Mask. For anyone who's not aware of what the hell a Yan Mask is, it's very depressing. Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry. And when and if it evolves, it will turn into a sarcophagus that fucking eats people. So, who's got names? Who has names? Because I don't. Also, once again, it's a female. Which, I don't want to make it sound like I'm unhappy about this. It's more just that it's statistically unlikely that by far the majority of our Pokemon are female. Like, really unlikely. I think Pumbustion might actually... No. I think Pumbustion is male. Donna Noble? That's dark and I love it. Yeah, nope. Nope, I love it. Hang on. One, two, three, four, five. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's pretty dark. But I love it. Rumph. I know that most gender rates are 50-50, but I'm pretty sure the last, like, several Pokemon we caught were all female. Like, this team is almost all male, but I'm pretty sure pretty much every Pokemon we've caught in the past little while has been female, because we caught a female Stunkfish, we caught a female Sandile, we caught a female Yan Mask, we caught... I don't remember what we caught before that. I think it was a Bearctic? No, that's its fully evolved form. The first form of Bearctic. Chub something? Words hard. Getsus told us that once again we should test how much power you have. We will see if you can defeat Team Plasma. Can we just not do that? I'm okay if we don't do that. I stand by let's not do that. Cat, must you really clean yourself in front of chat? Like, I know that chat can't see it, but must you do it in front of chat so I can't see chat? Yeah, let's go down here, because I feel like there's stuff over here. But I might be wrong. Hey, Xander JB, welcome! Ooh, wait, item? Give item. Stark, that's still not a word. I thought I was the dead tired one. Give me whatever... Oh, elixir. Yes, glorious elixir. Okay. Yes, give items. The things what I wanted. I mean, he's washing in front of me. He's mostly just blocking chat. I don't think that counts as washing in front of chat. Oop, shoot. Oh, Dovin, that's great. Also, when did you find time to adopt a cat? I thought you were just starting some new big project. Pokemon Black and White are your favorite games of all time, that's awesome. Honestly, I think they're a really good... they're probably one of, I think, the better jump-on games. Because they did so much work on having a story. And... I had more to this thought. I'm sorry, I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep. And can't currently brain super well. And I can't remember where I was going with that thought process. Like, the actually having a story... Oh! And the focus on, like, making the new Pokemon the focus. So that you weren't seeing any of the, like... the Pokemon from previous generations until after you'd already beaten, like, the real story. Maybe adopt is a big word. No, Dovin, please feel free. I do have a Switch, which is why I was saying one of the better ones, because I think Let's Go is still probably the best game for on-ramping people into Pokemon nowadays. What was I doing? Right, I wanted to make sure everyone was healed before we fought this Team Plasma person. Good Lord, brain. Come on. Kick into gear. You can do this. I will give you more coffee. I heard about you. I heard you work your Pokemon hard. That's a weird... Okay. I guess technically you're not wrong. I'd like to think that I'm relatively nice to my Pokemon. In fact, that's what the entire story of this game is about. But, okay. Who do I have coming out first? Oh, right, it's Zenny. Hey, Pumbustion, do you want to kick this, or arm thrust this thing until it goes away? Because that's currently my best plan of action. It's that or Stripper kills it. I hate Hyper Fang so much. Oh my god, that did like nothing. Cat, you are actually moving my screen now. I will point the camera at you, you lazy bastard. Because he's like leaning against my second screen. To clean himself. You filthy, filthy monster. Okay, so here's my plan. So he's going to send out a... I can't pronounce the name. Krokorok? Krokorok. Sure. Which I think is a 50-50 chance of having Intimidate. So I'll keep Pumbustion out. And... Okay, because he doesn't have Intimidate, we'll keep fighting. If he did have Intimidate, I was going to switch over to Commitment or Stripper. Just to do away with the debuff. Probably Commitment, just because he's tankier. Krokorok is correct. Yay! Sometimes I can read like a human. Sometimes. Not often. But yeah, I do have a Switch. We've actually played Let's Go Eevee a couple of times. And I really need to get back to playing it more, but goddammit, holidays. And we've been playing a whole bunch of Smash. Your sister has 2 cats, but one of them went missing. So she put up signs everywhere. Someone brought in a stray kitten, thinking it's her. Sister wanted to adopt the stray anyway, except the other cat was being aggressively hostile towards it. Starting to think she's the one who drove the other cat away. So your sister, during her semi-monthly Saturday visits, just dropped by with the kitten in its cage and asked if you wanted it. So... What is the voluntold for adoption? Adopt-told? Just like, so now I have a cat. I mean, to be fair, my cat doesn't leave the laundry room either, but it's because he's decided he's claimed a basket full of towels as his true bed, mostly because his bed that should be right here is still in the wash. Because of reasons that aren't entirely my fault, but are partially my fault. Okay, one, I have to disagree with you slightly there, Xander, because Let's Go Eevee is clearly the superior game. Because Eevee, even if you can't evolve, Eevee. But yes, it's a fucking amazing game and I love it. way too much. Why are you level 36? But why are you level 36? But I have an irrational dislike for Pikachu, mostly because I blame it for the fact that we don't get more Pokemon that are electric mixed with other... Why did I use Mudshot? Good lord, brain. Because it's the mascot Pokemon and it's de facto made electric the mascot type. It feels like we don't get a lot of electric crossed with other types very often because of that. Like, there's still no electric fire type except for the Rotom, which that doesn't count because Rotom is most of the electric crossed with something. Like, I believe Rotom is the only reason we have an electric grass. I think it's also the only reason we have an electric ice type and electric fire type. My cat is an asshole. Oh, goddammit, is he doing... Hang on. He is. Get out of there! He realized that I wasn't paying attention to him, so he went into the closet where his food is kept. Come back here, camera. And decided, I'll just climb up here and steal some food while I know he's not looking. Except that his food isn't even kept up there anymore. I keep it right above the camera. Because he kept going into the fucking closet to steal food. So now he just goes in and... because he knows he's not supposed to. Because he's an asshole. Which is why I have to keep a Nerf gun around. Because it is probably the most immediate... Stop that! That we have in this house. Yay, maybe Zenny will evolve soon. Probably not. Let me heal everyone real quick. Nope. Yes, use the potion. Brain, please. Stop fighting me on this. Stop fighting me on this. I choose to believe that is the cat's tongue and not just a white patch on his chin. Wait, am I out of normal potions? Butts. I might be out of normal potions. Uh-oh. Okay, that's maybe a bit dark and not okay there, Xander. I'm sorry, what is the second one? Is that the same cat? Oh god, does that means it is his tongue. Beautiful. Perfect. I don't know what you mean there, man. Seems like you're kind of jumping around to entirely random topics. Okay, Scraggly... This is the one I always screw up. I think it's a dark fighting type. Which means... I still probably shouldn't have Zenny fight it because it has dark type moves. So yeah, Combustion. Yeah. Combustion should be great against this. Yeah. Okay. Please don't just, like, jump in and... like... just jump in and try and go follow someone's thing, man. Like, that's just not okay. Yep. Please stop. Okay, Watchdog we can handle. No, Stark, I didn't ban him because I was just doing purges. Because I was gonna give him a third chance, basically, was my thinking, but... It probably wasn't worth it, but I try and at least give 3 chances. Or until they say something just actually garbage. I admit that the thing about his cat was one of those immediate, like, oh, this is gonna be dumb moments where it's just like, okay, this is either gonna be a learning experience for someone, or this is someone who's here to troll. Yeah, I didn't I thought about purging that one, but yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was just really... I'm just sad now, because he started out kind of, like, solid, and then it just went downhill rapidly. It's like the first 2 were mostly normal human messages, and then got weird. Or first couple. Brain, stop fighting me! I'm just trying to maintain one thought process. Stripper, what the hell? What does embargo do? Oh, that means can't use items. Okay. Stripper? Stripper. God damn it, Stripper. Fine. Commitment, get out of here. Then we have to heal Stripper after this. Ay. Oh. There's a very sleepy, well, sleepy might be an overgeneralization, but there's a dog laying on the couch across from me going like, I know you're sleepy. Come lay down on the couch. You'll be so much happier. Bastard dog. He knows. He knows that I'm sleepy. Yes, there we go. That reminds me, Stark, have you learned whatever the... Brain? Have you learned whatever the new command is for... there's a thing you can I don't know if it's in yet. There's a thing like purging, which isn't actually a command, where you could just delete a specific message. And I don't know what the command is. Because, like, the purge that I can do is just a 1-second timeout that deletes everything that they've said. But at... it wasn't TwitchCon. Whenever they announced... it was TwitchCon, yeah. At TwitchCon, when they announced their version of, like, multi-Twitch and stuff, they also announced some... And VIPs. They announced a new mod command that they were going to put in that lets you delete the last X number of messages from an account. Holy shit, I didn't realize you could be found in the wild. This is what Yen Mask evolves into. But yeah, I don't even remember if the command is in yet. Because I think of the things that they showed off, only VIPs made it to Twitch yet. But I don't know. Because I know that they showed off, I think they called it Squads, was their version of multi-twitching. And I don't think that's in yet. And they showed off the thing whose name I'm trying to remember. What the fuck is guard split? Also, you have an insane defense, apparently. There we go. Oh, it was a crit. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Look, I have to show you all this because it looks silly. Just look at him. Actually, wait. Is this the one that's just the big camera? Yes. Look at him. It's just like, come, join me. I don't know why this is still displaying the old camera box that I was using at the beginning of Christmas, but yeah. I've now lost the Pokemon scene. There it is. Found it. Found it. Just took me a minute. Just took me a minute. I love that the presents re-fall down the chimney. I don't know why. I just love that. Okay. You, fight me! Fight me. Fight me, human. You can't change the world without a little pain. I mean, that's a pretty good example of why you should not be listening to Team Plasma. They're all goddamn nuts. Hey, Garbodor! I have bad news. I don't actually have a Psychic type, so this is going to be awkward. I mean, I do have a Psychic type, but he doesn't know any Psychic moves. No, he just got banned for not listening. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. It's like, why can't I think of the word, though, for what I'm trying to say? Where it's just like showing up in someone's chat and going, hey, follow this thing. It's like that, it's not sponsoring. Shoutouts, I guess? Eh. Ay, ay, ay. Shilling, maybe? Whoring? Whoring also might work, yeah. Why are you not dying to Mudshot? And yeah, now he sent it to me, too. Because if I recall, I don't believe banning gets you... prevents you from watching the stream. I thought it just prevented you from chatting. Because, if so, no, it's because you came in, shilled for someone else after the school shooting joke, got told not to, and then did it again. Basically, you did 3 things on top of the fact that, frankly, a lot of your comments are the things that a bot would do. Which is that you start talking... I assume Disguise Toast is who starts talking about. Yeah, Disguise Toast. You start talking about something related, transition to something vaguely related, and then go off the fucking rails. Okay. How the fuck do it? I did tell you. Please stop messaging me. That's just kind of creepy, quite frankly. There we go. And it's also in the rules that you have to agree to take part in the chat. It's that Hearthstone guy who posted weird interactions. He used to, but now he's just clickbait. I mean, to be honest, that's what a lot of folks have transitioned into, because that's how you get YouTube to respond, but yeah. Yeah, I know plenty of people skip right past the rules. I don't care. If you skip past the rules, I don't care. You had to agree to get in. Remind me, do I actually have 18 plus in my... I'm pretty sure I have 18 plus in the rules, plus the channel is marked as mature, too, right? I legit can't remember. Oh, God. What are my rules? I don't remember them for sure. I know it's like, don't be a dick, which... Hey, jokes about school shootings. Yeah, that's being a dick. Shilling for someone else. That's being a dick. Where the hell's the option for checking my rules? There's chat rules. Yeah. This place for fun, relaxation, so it's pretty simple. 2 big rules of the internet. No dying, don't be a dick. This should be simple. Don't do or say anything that hurts, insults, demeans, or someone, even you. Like, yes, making jokes about school shootings hurts, demeans, and insults a large group of people. Coming into a channel and shilling for someone, frankly, demeans them as well as demeans you. Oh, poor sleepy Cosmo. Come here, item, whatever the hell you are. Ooh, Shadow Ball. We can finally have a decent goddamn ghost type attack, finally. Erumph. I don't remember where either of these drop down to. One of them is useful and one of them is not. So many wild Pokemon. Why am I still doing this? I keep threatening to stop and then forgetting to stop. Commitment, come out here and surf it to death. Oh. Oh, goodness. I mean, on the plus side, I think I actually have people I can throw to today. Unlike... Was it? No, I didn't stream yesterday. What was it, 2 days ago? Yeah, so 2 days ago on... Tuesday? Good lord. Actually, I have people to throw to today, so yay! If I do end up deciding to just, like, call it, it won't be too big of a loss. Why? Wild Pokemon, leave me the fuck alone! Oh my god. Why? I don't know if there's a TMP episode tonight. Honestly, on Thursdays, I usually end too early or way too late to throw to Chewy. Like, I think Monday Night Magic is probably the only one that I consistently am able to throw to anyway. What does Mummy even do? Isn't the only thing that it does... Oh shit, that's actually bad. Isn't all that Mummy does basically be a contagious... Oh, well that was a dumb time to use Curse. Ability? Like, it just forces one person to get stuck with an ability? Yeah, so it's just a contagious, useless ability. Okay. Okay, so that goes where I thought it did. Let's find out which one of these is the one that I actually want to use. I'm guessing this is the one that goes to an item. And then we'd have to go to the other one to keep moving. What have I done to you, game? What have I done that's made it so that you're just going to keep throwing these things at me? Can I undo it? I'd really love to undo whatever I did. Oh, I've got you, Stark and Dovin. How are y'all doing? Because I know there's more people here, but doesn't seem like anyone else is terribly interested in chatting. But how are both of you all doing as we slowly make our way to the holiday that I kind of apparently forgot was happening? I should just run. I should just run. Like, I woke up this morning realizing that, oh shit, it's the 20th. And that means that I need to have, like, gifts and things for sure ready to go in, like, 5 days. Ugh. No, I need super potions. Yes, we must heal the poor, sad, sick Pokemon. Yeah, it just, like, it appeared and then it ran the hell away immediately. Hang on. Repel. repel, 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 repel. That's a town map. There's repel. There's nothing down here. Well, butts. I was hoping there was something there. And now I'm going to hiccup and die, if you'll excuse me. Into the sand. I don't think I've explained how long it took me to get through this area the first time I played, because I did not understand the thing about not running on these sand pits. I was like, well, clearly you have to run on the sand pit, because that's how you get out faster, so that it doesn't suck you down. I legitimately thought that there was like a TM or something that I didn't have, or an HM or something that I didn't have. I was just like, I'm clearly doing this wrong, because obviously you would run across the sand. I don't actually remember what finally got me to accidentally walk slowly across the sand to discover that how goddamn wrong I was. Didn't get to see as many people as you hoped for over the holiday? I mean, is your holiday already done, man? Because like I said, I feel like I heard you saying something about having a new project that you were starting, but... No, saddest dogwood. But yeah. Ugh. I think y'all weren't here when I was talking about why I'm not super looking forward to this holiday. Starting with the 30th, you won't be able to show up nearly as often. I mean, that sucks, but at the same time, I assume that means that you're actually, like... I'm going to choose to believe that you're doing something fun and fulfilling, or at least fulfilling, if not fun. So, I think that's still, overall, a net improvement. Like, as much as I love having people here constantly, always, and all the time, which I do, I really do, I still also want people to get to do fun, awesome, and cool things. And that doesn't exactly always grind up positively with watching a stream that goes almost every day. I hate you, crocodile demon monster. Why won't you leave me alone? I mean, the last part is the important one that I was trying not to say, but was really hoping. Not necessarily fun, but hopefully and definitely fulfilling. I mean, overall, that sounds really good then. I'm sorry, did you just use goddamn swagger? Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't know why the confusion sound is so quiet. Okay, come on. Come on! Damn it. Damn it, Rockabilly. Okay. Okay, let's get greedy and waste a full restore. I've got enough money to buy a fair few before we go fight the, Elite Four eventually, but... Okay. Let's try this X-Scissor again. Please stop using swagger! Why is the confusion sound effect so quiet? Damn it. Double damn it. Fine! Combustion, get in. Oh shit, combustion can be weak to dig. Oops. Oops. Okay, can't use items. That might be bad. That might be very bad. Come on, outspeed him. Thank you! Thank you. Damn Crustle being all slow and crap. Poor dead dog. Potions. There we go. No, not antidote. It just, like, did a double jump for some reason. Okay. That'll be fine, I guess. Oh, yoy, yoy. Do you not do what I want you to do from here, bot? No, you do. Okay. Okay. Also have a couple new players joining your campaign to look forward to this weekend. Here's them joining the party and not coming off as arbitrary as fuck. Yeah, that's hard. That's pretty hard. Okay. What? Like falling out of a portal in the sky? Wait. No, I think that is exactly arbitrary as fuck, Stark. I think that's probably kind of part of the core issue. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to make sure... Okay. There. I'm going to hopefully assume that you two also blocked that person, correct? Because I don't want you two dealing with that crap. Because personally, I find it very difficult to tell whether or not someone is going to be very determined to keep pestering them. And now that I'm not seeing them in the viewer list, I'm more okay with mentioning that. Okay. Yeah, I get that, Stark. I'm just like, I want to make sure that you two both are since they went out of their way to go start poking people who were in the chat, that you two are both okay. That works too, Dovin. Just, I wanted to make sure. That's why I was waiting until I could verify in 3 different areas that they weren't here anymore. Because they were here up until basically just now. Hey, Trubbish. Stark, I'm not afraid, but at the same time, I'm going to say that I have a healthy concern. And it's less about afraid and more just that people are shit. People can be shit. I'm not so much concerning myself with that character, so much as just, like, I'm annoyed that a thing that should have been a relatively minor issue in chat was spread to, like, look, I mean, if I'm completely honest, Stark, you had the mod sword basically, like, thrown at you. So, like, I feel bad about that, and honestly think about taking it away from you constantly. Because, not because I don't think you deserve it, but because I never asked you, and that was a shitty thing for me to do, and I know that. Well, I know that now. And Dovin, because you aren't even a mod, so there's absolutely no reason for that should have involved you at all, basically. Wait, where the hell is it pointing me? Oh, fuck me! God damn it! I thought the jump went the other way. Fuck. I guess it's mostly just that I'm annoyed that something interfered with what should have been a relatively, if sleep-deprived and minorly psychotic stream, at least a kind of relaxing one. That then went out and affected people who it should not have affected. Even if it's just some annoying person messaging people, it's like that... I don't want that to be a thing. That shouldn't... I don't feel like that should be even within the possibility of something that a person thinks should be okay. That is true, Stark. It's more that I feel shitty that I never asked you, and it was just like, well, Chewie trusts him, so clearly I can trust him too. It's like, yes, I can trust you, but I didn't ask you. It's like, actually, I think right now, like, you, Chewie, and Haley, I think, are the only other mods. I mean, besides Loratron, which... One of these days I should show you the interface for Loratron, because it actually does make doing shit like timeouts and purges and bannings, like, stupidly easy. to the degree where I'm actually afraid of just doing it by accident. Which is why whenever I have to go do, Loratron doesn't have any auto bans built in because I don't want Loratron auto banning people. Loratron, I mean, mostly right now, he's actually set to do, purges, which I forgot that I need to put in. I keep forgetting to put in, after we moved over to a new client hosting Loratron, he has the thing about, like, reason for why something was purged, and I keep forgetting to make sure that there are actually some of those in there. So, oh, for God's sake. But yeah, that's sort of why whenever someone is asking for permission to, like, post a link or something, it takes me a minute because I'm very specifically trying to not accidentally ban them or purge them or anything like that, because I have to go... it's through the same sort of menu, and for some reason it's all icon-based. So I'm just like, Urf. Look, I'm legitimately terrified of doing that on a near constant basis, Stark. That's why anyone of, like... that's why I have Loratron set up to do... to mark regulars. The problem is that the way that you get marked as a regular is by showing up for, like, I think it's 15 hours of streams. I just wish it came with a friendlier interface. What do you mean, like, a friendlier interface? Like, part of it is just that I could put a reason in, and I keep forgetting to. Because it should be posting, basically, like... I think it posts it in chat? Can't actually scroll... let me see if I scroll up. I believe it does, yeah. Where it... maybe it doesn't post it in chat. It might post it as this, like, pseudo-mod chat. There's a weird little thing that only mods can see that's sort of like an underpinned chat. It's not underpinned, what's the word I want to say? It's like text that only shows up if you're a mod. I think VIPs might see it too. Can I run? Please let me run. Or do you mean the thing about where it just goes and gives you that weird sort of message deleted thing all across everything they've ever posted? Because that's what I was saying, is that in theory there's supposed to be a new thing, I guess in 2019, that will be a way to delete specific messages. Okay. Yeah. But that will probably still show up as message deleted. Part of why I don't think it where the fuck am I? Oh god, do I have to go all the way back up to the top? Fuck. Part of why it shows the message deleted thing, is because where you only see message deleted, mods of the channel can click on that. That'll be sort of like a link for them, and it opens a drop-down to show what the message was, and if there was a marked reason for why it got purged. Why that's not part of the mod chat anyway, I don't know. Like, in the same way that if someone is banned, mods get a little, like, in a different text color and stuff about, like, X person was banned, or X person was timed out for some time. And if they have a reason, they can put in a reason. Just like, why not make the messages part of that, too? Eh. I assume it has something to do with the IRC underpinnings of the way Twitch chat works, but I admit to not knowing that much. Like, everything I know about the way the Twitch chat works is stuff that I've picked up secondhand from Aleph-Cat. Because I never really used IRC. Like... okay, so this is the one we go down. I think I tried to use IRC once at one of the early desert buses. And after that one was just like, no, this is actually just not for me, because I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm afraid that I will break something terribly. Sorry, I keep There's still cat hair in my nose. I keep looking over at the sleepy dog. Okay, so now we go down this hole. Way back before you could ever have hoped to understand it as a kid on the internet. I think the only reason I ever used IRC was... It was definitely a little bit for... Is this a double battle? Shit, I was actually hoping it was a double battle. Fuck you. For trying to interact with the first Desert Bus, because Desert Bus existed before Twitch existed. They ran on Justin TV, but Justin TV used the same IRC backpinning as their basis for chat. But if I recall correctly, it wasn't super stable, so they ended up running their own IRC chat, but it was connected to the Justin TV one as well. Well, yeah, it's because Justin TV doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. Because So, for anyone who wasn't around back then, or didn't pay attention to, like, streaming back then, because who the fuck would have paid attention to streaming back then? Justin TV was the, like, main site, and Twitch.tv was the secondary site, run by the same people. But, frankly, more people use Twitch than ever use Justin TV. So I think it was like 3 years ago they officially shuttered Justin TV, and they made sort of a big hubbub about the fact that all of the names that... you could have a name locked on Justin TV, and it wouldn't be available on Twitch TV. So a little while ago they made a big thing about, like, as they were shuttering Justin, that a whole bunch of those names would become available. So a bunch of people sort of, like, jumped up to try and grab them, and I feel like some of them probably ended up selling for a lot of money, because people would grab ones that they knew someone would want and then sell them off. Chipway is a dark type move, right? Yeah, I think it is. Oh god, there's like... So, you know how you've got nose hairs that in theory are supposed to be for catching, like, particulates and things so that they don't, like, fuck up your nose? I feel like I have... You plan to make big money off of Ted Danson real Twitch.tv username? I wish you the best of luck, Stark. So it feels like all of my nose hairs have been catching cat hairs, and it hurts like fuck. Hang on, we have to heal real quick. No, they do not get hair, friends. Ugh. It's bad enough that I sometimes while streaming just, like, scratch my nose to the degree that I actually give myself nosebleeds, but still. Okay, so I think my plan is we want to finish Relic Castle, and then I think I'm going to call it, so that I can go try and sleep like a human. And if I do, I think I'm going to try and go for a really long stream tomorrow, getting through as much of Hollow Knight as I can before we have to call it, because I really want to play Hollow Knight. And I've been super enjoying it, playing it off-stream. I feel like sleeping like a cat might be a bad idea, given that they sleep so sporadically and lightly. Like, part of the reason why cats apparently sleep so much is because they enter REM very, very little. Like, if I recall correctly, it's something like they sleep 18 hours a day because they're only in REM sleep for, like, 10% of it or something small like that. And REM is the period where... Look, we don't... Human sleep is weird. Actually, sleep period is weird, but, like... All that we understand about sleep, really, is that if you don't sleep, you die. And that REM sleep specifically is the... Or not die. Well, you can die, but you seem to just not be able to function properly, and we can't accurately explain why. But REM sleep specifically is the period of sleep where you're actually resting. Like, light sleep and deep sleep are both still good for your body and necessary, but REM sleep is the period of time that you actually need to be asleep for. Our bodies are broken and weird, and we don't know how they work, basically. And yes, REM is also a band that I know nothing about, except that it's a band. That's not a joke, that's really all I got. Cats spend I thought it was way less. Okay. Cats spend 75% of their lives in sleep, and REM phase of sleep makes about 60% of the cat's total sleeping. The remaining 40% is spent in non-REM or deep sleep. Each REM phase... Oh, this is why I got confused. Yeah, each REM phase lasts 15 to 20 minutes in cats. In comparison, humans spend about 20% of their total sleeping time in deep dreaming phase. Kittens and younger cats spend more time in deep sleep phase than older cats. Like, that's the weird thing, is that, like, REM sleep is also the period where you, in theory, are dreaming, but it's also one of the... Yeah, that's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know. And so the thing with REM sleep is that it's not deep sleep, which is why it's very confusing. It's rapid eye movement sleep, which actually means that you're usually much easier to wake up. And if you suffer from sleep paralysis, REM sleep is one of the bad times for you, because REM sleep is when you are... Oh, hey, there's Jaren. Is when you're dreaming. So it's when your body is basically... I'm trying to remember if it's either a chemical that your brain puts out to stop you from moving, or if it's actually... it is a chemical, but I can't remember if the chemical stops your... I don't think it stops your muscles from moving. I believe it's a chemical that blocks transmissions from your brain to your extremities to stop you from, while you're dreaming about running, standing up and running away. So that's why if you have sleep paralysis, REM sleep is going to be the bad time for you, because you're getting the sleep paralysis effect, and when you will wake up and your brain will already be producing whatever vivid hallucinations it's been giving you for dreams, and have whatever fun you get for sleep paralysis. I've had it, it's not fun. It's not fun. Really not fun. Come here, come to my side. Hey, Getsis. Looks like everyone is here. It seems you're working hard to resurrect Reshiram, the other Dragon-type Pokemon, aren't you? But it appears the Lightstone you seek is not here. Well then, congratulations are in order. Kepet, you were chosen by our king. If you truly desire to keep the world as it is, where Pokemon live alongside people, you must bring the other Dragon-type Pokemon spoken of in legend and battle with our king. Otherwise, Team Plasma will steal every Pokemon from every person in the world and release them all. That's not stealing. I'm pretty sure you're just going to steal all of their Pokemon and not release them. But okay, friend, sure. Do the Pokemon who live with their trainers actually want that? Is the liberation you talk about really just stealing Pokemon from people? What's this? Champion Alder, even though illness took the Pokemon that had been your partner for many years. You haven't had a serious battle in all that time. Even you, who ordered the Elite Four to protect the Pokemon League, and left to wander the Unova region alone. Even a champion like you now wants to protect a world where Pokemon and people live together. Okay, you keep saying even as though what you're arguing about makes sense, but it doesn't. Like, everything you're saying are reasons why he would want to work with Pokemon more. Team Plasma's king will show the people of Unova that he is stronger than a champion who keeps Pokemon bound. And just like the hero who founded Unova, he will be accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He will give this order: Trainers, release your Pokemon! For this, we have prepared a suitable castle for the legendary Zekrom and our king. I won't lose. I'll fight for all trainers who love their Pokemon, and for all Pokemon who believe in their trainers. Our king has no interest in you. He's already determined that victory against you is assured. So you stayed behind just to tell me that? Just to make a fool of me? Of course not. I'm doing this out of kindness. Yes, kindness. I don't think you people know what these words mean. I'm making sure the champion doesn't get hurt for no reason. Granted, the moment when someone loses all hope. I really do love to watch that moment, so you're just an asshole, see? Just proof. He's actually just an asshole. Well then, farewell. What are you going to do now? Well, it seems my only choice is to return to the Pokemon League and battle N. Okay, I get that you're assuming that they're talking shit about actually just beating you being a foregone conclusion, but like he said, you also haven't battled anyone in apparently years. So, But it bothers me to do exactly what Getsus wants. More importantly, what should we do about the Lightstone? Alder, why don't we go outside for now? Yes, it's a good idea. It's hard to breathe in here. Well, that's because we're at the bottom of a fucking tomb! Is it why Incubus exists in mythology? Because I thought the thing with Incubus was that they were, like, seductive. And sleep paralysis is not something that I associate with being seductive, personally. It's hard to put into words, but I'll never forgive them for this. What could that guy called N possibly want? Could be trying to... Why are we talking about this again? We know what he wants! I mean, yes, that is exactly what he's trying to see, is whether or not his ideology is correct or ours via a Pokemon battle. Capet! Capet! Hello, Capet! Oh, you picked up. Hey, Capet. Come to the museum in Nakarine City immediately. Right away. Got it? I mean, right now. I feel like there was stuff at the bottom of the tomb that we didn't see, but okay. She didn't ask for you, Alder. She asked for me. Okay, weird. That's what I need. I need our Pokemon What with Fly! Fly! Nakarine City. That one. Yes. Aha! The word incubus in Latin means to lie on. The concept started with people waking up from a nightmare with a pain in their chest and unable to move and seeing something looming over them. Ah! Okay, yeah, that sounds exactly like fucking sleep paralysis. Ah. Okay. For anyone who's not super familiar with sleep paralysis, there's a very common... So, like, the reason why sleep paralysis is not fun is because you wake up and you can't move. Because, the blocker that prevents your brain from sending signals to your extremities is still active. The problem is that it usually has the secondary effect of generally some sort of terrifying face or something staring down at you. Sleep paralysis is awful, but it's also very annoying to suffer from sleep poison, sleep burn. Don't even talk to me about sleep confusion. Okay, I don't think those first two exist, but sleep confusion definitely does. You've caught up in something serious, it seems. Is this it? Whoa, isn't that the stone you found in the desert resort? Yes, that's right. But is this really a dragon-type Pokemon? Oh shit. Surely, when I investigated Dragonspiral Tower, I found elements that were dated to the same era as this Lightstone. I looked into that. Impressive as always. But you know, we're lucky, because if Team Plasma, like, noticed that the old stone that time... That's a good point. It's clear to me that they were trying to steal the dragon's skull so they could revive the legendary dragon-type Pokemon. Why? I don't think that part ever actually gets explained. Like, why they needed a Dragonite skull to resurrect the dragon-type Pokemon. If you would, Capet, take this. Wait a moment, Capet. If you take this Lightstone, that means you'll be the one to battle N if anything happens to me. I mean, yes, that's the fucking point. Oh, this is gonna be awful, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Nightmare's Thirst. Yeah, that's fair. Are you really okay with that? It's like, yes! Oh god. What the hell is this, Stark? Had to unplug the touch lamp to prevent this adorable bastard from turning it on whenever he was hungry at night. Oh my god. See, I haven't mentioned this yet. We have a bunch of Amazon devices now spread around the house. I very specifically have this one trained to not hear, or not trained, but like set as its go word not being Echo or Amazon because I say those words too often, or God forbid computer. But my favorite stupid thing that we've done with them is that there's a lamp in our bedroom that we just have set now that we can turn it on and off with voice commands. And it's probably the laziest dumb thing I've ever done, and I love it. I've always been a fan of OK Google, because when do you ever say that exact phrase? That's fair. Like, at this point, we've had to sort of rename all of the devices, because some of them are just barely close enough that they might pick each other up. Or pick it up if we're talking to one of them. So, like, the one in my room is named... in the office is named the default name, which I'm not going to say because I don't want him to wake up. The one in our kitchen, I think, responds to Echo. The one in the living room is Computer. And then the one upstairs is also Echo because it can't hear any of the other ones. And we're thinking of getting the Amazon version of the Google Home? The one that has, like, a screen on it. There's an Amazon version called The Show. We're thinking of putting that in the kitchen and moving the other... Like, we've got a full Echo, like, tower one. We'll probably move that somewhere else, just not sure where. And here it is. Prepare yourself. Be strong. I see. If things don't go as planned, I'll use this Lightstone. You'll protect the true future for us in Pokemon. Capet, we're counting on you. Please take care of yourself. Wait, so... Is this just going to immediately turn into the Pokemon? I don't remember how we turn this into the Pokemon. How do we wake the dragon? Oh, yeah, that... Okay, good. Everyone else is asking the same question. Brilliant. That's it. We've got them, don't we? Aha! We've got those two. To Opelucid City. Gym leader of that city has used Dragon-type Pokemon. Have you ever looked up an image of Dovin Bond? That's 100%? Sure. Okay, Google, whatever you say. You're not wrong! Holy shit. This reminds me of, I meant to call this out on the descriptions for the videos, but when I was making the thumbnail for our two streams where we were playing, Monster Hunter and hunting, Call of Taroth, every 4 images on Google for Call of Taroth are Call of Taroth drawn like a attempted as sexy anime scaly. What are they called if it's not actually covered in fuzz? I want to say scaly. And every one of them is just like, why does this show up before some of like the official pictures of... Sure, that doesn't help me with this thumbnail, but sure, okay. gym leader could have known something. Oh, right. Right, because they didn't want to write different dialogue for whichever gym leader it is that's going to be at the city. I think it's Scaly, but I don't remember. Professor Juniper, that's right. Opalucids? God, I hate that name. Drayden might know something. Finally, someone admits which gym leader we get to deal with. Hey, Capette, never forget that you always have Pokemon right by your side. I'm gonna head back to the lab and do some research. I'll see if I can uncover any kind of beings these Dragon-type Pokemon are, and if there's any way to awaken them. Poor, sad dog. Oh my god. I know where we're going. At this point now, I just want to go to that city. We can do it. We can make it to the city. And then I'm going to curl into a tiny ball and try and not be, I don't know, sick and tired and dead, because now I feel sick too. Oh, what's wrong with me? I'm going to assume it's my lack of real significant food today, but I don't know. Sandy's Cosmo. Come on. There we go. I was really hoping we might be able to get Zenny to evolve today, but let's see here. Where am I going? This way. Nope, stop. Stop talking to the sign, me. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember how the fuck to get here. I think this is the door? Ah, now that I remember that I can surf, this is so much easier. It's kind of so easy, it's dumb. There we go. Bianca, what? No! As I've been traveling lately, I've been thinking about this. Things like what I could do with my life, but what I want to do, but thinking how cool it'd be a model like Elisa. I hate that name. And then how cool it would be to do research on Pokemon like Professor Juniper. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna have to know a lot more about Pokemon, so would you please battle with me? Yeah. Damn it. Thought we were gonna get away without another rival battle, but no. Hey, Stoutland. Aren't you... Oh god, you're actually a high level. Well, aren't you just fucking terrifying, friend? Why would you use Intimidate, huh? Why? Why would you use Intimidate? That's just mean. Okay. I know that we just started the battle, but I have to run to the restroom real quick, and I'll be back in just a minute. Can't find all my mics to mute them. Wait, what? What do you mean call the stream? No, I said I was gonna do... First I said I was gonna do the Relic thing because I thought we were actually gonna get the legendary Pokemon there. And then I was like, okay, well, we'll just go to the city. And I didn't realize we had to fight Bianca to get to the next city. So, yeah. Yeah, that is actually probably one of the worst puns I've ever seen, Dovin. If you start using green mana, you can call him Dovin Bant. Sorry, I also just kind of feel sick to my stomach now a little bit, so we're gonna finish up this, get to the city, and then we're gonna go raid someone. I don't know for sure which of the two people that I'm gonna raid are still going to be live, because I think one has actually been live longer than me, but doesn't look to be stopping. So, probably work. I just don't know for sure. Why won't you just die? Why won't you just die? Oh, fuck you! Really? A full restore? Really? Really? Okay, I'm pretty sure I had speed it, right? Yeah, okay, we're fine. God, you all have the worst puns. I love you all terribly, but those were just bad. Like, truly sickeningly awful. Do we want future sight? Kind of requires that we actually, like... Future sight is great on a tanky Pokemon, but Zenny is not super tanky. Like, Simpour. I forgot you had that. Like, worst case, I guess it would be a Psychic Attack, but I'm trying to get her to learn Heart Stamp, because it's just good. I don't know why you're still using Simpour. It's never a good Pokemon. Like, at all. Whew. Superior. I guess we still go with Combustion? I'm not super enthused about sending out Combustion against that. I guess we can send out Rockabilly? That is true. Bianca's not exactly a clever trainer. Ugh. Like, paradoxically, I'm starting to wonder if I'm feeling sick because I have not had, like, any coffee today. Normally that's like a pain thing, not a sick to my stomach thing. Ugh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. It's like, I'm pretty sure bug typing should cancel out our weakness to grass type attacks, but I wasn't 100% sure. Hello, Cosmo. Oh, right, you have a Musharna. Totally forgot about that, too. Unfortunately, Musharna is way weaker against my, my X-Scissor. Sorry, you were not tanky enough. Also, I critted, so suck it. Okay. Well, at least we got money. Really, really impressed, and you make me want to give this to you. It's a full restore! In Castelia City, my precious Pokemon was stolen by Team Plasma. So I really, really understand. Team Plasma forces everyone to liberate their Pokemon. I'm really surprised that no one is saying liberate with, like, quotation marks. There will be nothing but sad people. Capet, stop Team Plasma. Don't allow Pokemon to be stolen from trainers who love them. I think that's the truth, or ideal, or what you've been pursuing, Capet. Oh dear. Here, I've come all this way and I'm afraid I'm bothering you. And you're going through so much. All I wanted something I couldn't read. Knowing you, you'll be fine, definitely. You'll be totally fine, I guarantee it. Anyway, you know what I mean, so yeah, bye-bye. I feel like Bianca is deeply annoying and also actually just me. It's just like, I have a thing I want to say. I'm not going to say it well because I can't do that unless I, like, write it down ahead of time. I don't know about self-loathing. It's more of just that, like, I know if I were to run into me, I'd fucking hate me. Ugh. Mostly because... Yeah, I don't think that's self-loathing so much as just, like, I understand the kind of person I am, and that it's not necessarily the kind of person that I get along with. But I'm also not, like, the most sociable person that ever existed anyway. You, stop running for me! Talk to me! Fuck you. Hang on. I don't get annoyed by her so much as just... I get annoyed by her dialogue more than anything else, for lack of a better way of describing it. Ooh, flame charge. Because it feels like her dialogue is written very weirdly. Because it feels like... Oh, fuck, it's Getsus. It feels like some... Honestly, this is sort of a thing I have with a lot of characters in this, now that I really think about it. It's just that a whole bunch of information gets repeated really often and in very short batches. And unfortunately, they seem to use Bianca as a mouthpiece for a lot of it. Oh, for fuck's sake, the shadow, try it again. There's no way to make that noise. That's not even... Okay. Come. Get us, we brought you the one you wanted from 4 feet away. Excellent. Seems that you've obtained the Lightstone. I congratulate you on a job well done. This is my Lord N's thought, that the 2 holders of the legendary Pokemon should put their beliefs on the line and strive to find which is the true hero. That's not necessary, however. From his infancy, I provided him with the education required to become the hero of legend. Indeed, he has been so acknowledged by the legendary Pokemon. Such purity of purpose is his. The liberation of Pokemon, of which Team Plasma speaks, is the separation of Pokemon from foolish people. That's the truth. All trainers will become helpless to resist us. See, those are 2 completely different sentiments. We alone will be able to use Pokemon. That goes against everything you've said up to this point. The preparations are complete. When my perfect plan is set in motion, first a few gullible Pokemon trainers who are unable to resist Team Plasma will release their Pokemon. Then that number will become 100, then 1,000. In no time, even gym leaders and the champion will become unable to fight us. Having a Pokemon will be considered a bad thing. Even people like the sad little Bianca whose Pokemon was stolen in Castalia will be unable to face public opinion and will release their Pokemon. That's the kind of world we'll make. You may have the stone, but there's no chance whatsoever that the legendary Pokemon will accept you as the hero. So if you're not willing to hand over your precious Pokemon, I suggest you start searching for some courage, because you're going to need it. I don't think his plan to win the court of public opinion really is going to work out all that well if we were to not complete the story the way we know the story goes. Wow, she's moving so fast I can't actually move into her walking motion. See, but that's sort of the issue, Stark, is that I feel like their concept and their reasoning is fundamentally flawed because while the ground forces may sometime... Actually, it's not even that. It feels like there's sort of a middle group that actually sort of stands by what their idea is. Like, yeah, their entire... So, from a purely theoretical perspective, their idea is that having Pokemon is to force Pokemon to suffer, and... yeah. The problem is that it seems like there's basically a middle area of their group that actually believes that. All of their forces on the ground will repeat the talking points that they're given, but seem to focus entirely on just like, but we're just gonna steal your Pokemon, and yeah, we'll probably release it. And the problem is that on the very top end, when you get to deal with like Getsus, it's just like, no, you all don't get to get Pokemon, but we get to keep Pokemon. You also think that part of it is you just like to imagine Team Plasma as the in-universe demonization of all the people who like to claim that Pokemon is way darker than you think. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's also one of those things where it's this thing where you have a group pushing an ideology that a large majority of their members don't legitimately believe in, which I think is relatively fitting for the first Pokemon game set in the Pokemon version of America. Oh, right, he flung Fling at me. Yeah. What I just threw there was the TM56 Fling! Throw an item to do damage to the target, and the damage changes depending on what you throw. I'm sorry, are these a bunch of fucking trainers? Oh, that's... Shit! I didn't want to fight him! I was just sort of noticing that his speed appears to be based on how fast I'm moving. Hey, biker Philip. How you doing, Philip? Sorry, that's just not a biker name to me. I can't give you a reason why, it just doesn't feel like a biker name. Hey, stripper, go kill Philip's Krokorok. That's a... The fuck is going on here? Now this just keeps feeling weirder. Why do you know Swagger? I fucking hate Swagger. All I can think of now is a joke that I don't think anyone in chat will get, which is just that I keep thinking Swagger Thuck, which is a WWE joke that I don't think anyone here would get. I don't know if Swagger's even employed by the WWE anymore now that I think about it. That's a depressing thought. Long and short answer, as quick as I can. Jack Swagger is was a heel in the WWE who his whole thing was basically that he was the American, but he talks with a bit of a lisp, so there was a running joke from I don't remember who actually now. God, my brain is garbage today. Someone had a running joke about Swagger Thuck as just like how you would describe... Oh, wait, hang on. We have to go catch Pokemon. As how you would describe him. Because he was actually, did the best he could, but he was written as the American, so you're not going to get great content out of it, best case. Well, we already caught... Hang on. Before I run away from this, because we've already caught something from this family, so we don't have to catch it. I don't remember what else is available on this route, and this might... It's entirely possible there's nothing on this route we have to catch. Oh, right, it's this map. Okay. Oh, no, there's totally wild Pokemon here that we haven't seen yet. Oh, wait, that's black too. Nope, that still works. Okay. In fact, I think the only Pokemon that we can catch here is Pawniard, which I have never used before. So, I guess I'll work on that for a while. But since there's only one Pokemon for us to catch, I guess I'll just do that off stream. Give me all my chat things back. Okay. Ow. Well, then I'll go try and catch a Pawniard after who the hell knows how long it'll take me, but it's probably going to be a while. Yeah, Bisharp looks sweet. I just don't think I've ever used them. I don't know why. Dark and Steel seems like a pretty solid combo. I mean, solid-ish. I love Steel, but I feel like Steel doesn't really get good until the next gen when it's got one more thing to actually be good against. Hello, Capet. This way. Oh, fuck. Yeah, quad weak to fighting would suck. I mean, the idea, I think, will be that Zenny would be our counter for fighting. Getsus, what a liar. Desperately trying to con everyone with his speech. That's correct. Our Lord N has combined his power with a legendary dragon-type Pokemon, and intends to create a new world. We herald the return of the hero of Unova, founder of this region. Hero? Dragon? Legend? I love that just one of them is just like, legend? Pokemon are different from people. They are living beings who contain unknown potential. They're living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. They're beings whose greatness we should acknowledge. Beings who should be freed from our oppression. Freed? Pokemon? We, Team Plasma, invite you to join us. We all want to create a new world where people and Pokemon are both free. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you now, please release your Pokemon. So I end my plea to you today. Thank you one and all for your attention. Trying to figure out if that's the sound of dogs playing with Haley, but it seems early. Is it true? Have we been making Pokemon suffer? Maybe we should release our Pokemon like Team Plasma says. No way. Without Pokemon, I'd be lonely and sad. Like, I think here's the thing to think about Team Plasma is they basically seem like Pokemon PETA. And if you don't know anything about PETA, besides what they try and publicize, that might sound like they're good guys, but they're not. What was that about? The speech that was off the chart? That speech was off the chart. Strange! The cooperation of people and Pokemon is how Unova came to exist to begin with. That is, in fact, the joke that has been repeated over and over since Plasma was revealed. Yes, literally for years. Well, that's what I get for not paying any kind of attention at all to the Pokemon community. If a Pokemon really didn't want anything to do with humans, it would simply leave. Capturing a Pokemon in Pokeball doesn't capture its heart. Let's go, Capet. Like, seriously, putting it in the ball doesn't do shit. We've seen that they can just leave the ball if they don't want to be in there. Like, they don't have to stay. I think that's probably one of the clearer things, is that, like, yes, your dog may try and, like, run away and probably can't really fend for itself out in the wild, but your fucking electric rat can just not be in the ball. It can decide to leave at any time. And if you let it out for a battle, they can just go, oh, bye! Stockholm Syndrome is a thing, but Stockholm Syndrome implies a level of intelligence and self-aware, or not self-aware, sapience that I don't know we can associate with Pokemon. Oh, Mr. Alder, and the girl who helped out that time. What's wrong? What does the wandering champion who left the Pokemon League need from us? Briefly, my request is this. Tell us about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Are you talking about Zekrom or Reshiram? What's the sudden interest? I can't tell which one of you is talking. Let's just finish all of this goddamn talking. Because ultimately it's go get dragon Pokemon. I just want to finish this. Nightstark. I really do just want to end it here because I just want to throw to someone else so I can go take a nap. God damn it! They won't tell us until we go fight the gym. Okay. Stop talking! Let us end it! Oh my god. I don't need a tour of the... Thank you. Okay, good. We're free. Let's just end it there. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Let me just make sure of who's actually live before I say who we're rating. Oy. Okay, looks like Hot Liquid Jello is still live. So, we're gonna throw over there.
Amazing!
Oh, Althea, thank you very much for that 7-month resub. I'm sorry, we're ending the stream right now. But thank you so very much. I'm sorry, I'm dead tired and have been doing kind of being loopy all day. But thank you so very much. Appreciate if you let the raid fire. We're going to be throwing over to Hot Liquid Jello. Very old friend of mine. If I can spell. Oh my god, why can't I spell? There we go. Playing Dragon Age Origins. If you in any way enjoy the absurdly deep conversations that I have about the Dark Souls lore, you can expect pretty much the exact same thing except the Dragon Age lore from her. But yeah, thank you all so very much. I'm sorry, Althea, that you came in, like, just as we ended. God, this week is dumb. But thank you all, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Bye, folks. Thank you very much for watching that stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to give a special shout out to our painters in the lair who make all of this possible. Tremor 101, Stark Maximum, Damasu, Gothic Airman, and Pentaperry. Thank you all so very much. We literally couldn't do it without you.